Y'all, it is time. Every 5th Friday, we take our normal Sunday stream, or I guess our Sunday premiere, and we turn it into a live stream. If you didn't know, now you know, because tonight, we got ourselves a show. Hello to YouTube, hello to Twitch, and most importantly, hello to me saying wa-cha-cha and then actually starting the stream and saying, you know, let me do the intro. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Paradigm, Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Kafka, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, everybody all behind me, and right now, it is the United States Aviator, and we are live, and it is Rebellion. Man, we have so many championship matches. Let me say hello to the chat, because y'all are starting to file in. Lede, who was first, welcome in. We got Sonic, we got a whole bunch of the wind, we got Dragon Force Czar, and we're about to kick things off. But first, if you see the schedule, we have a Fight Forever Championship match to kick off the show. March 7th, defends against Crazy Hiyoko, Extra Large, who just this Ticket to Paradise with Yuri earned championship opportunities, but we don't know what kind of match that's going to be. So we gotta find out. And the only way to do that is with the Fight Forever Championship wheel. Fade it in for me. Fade it. Yes, there's that wheel, baby. Let's do this. We got a whole bunch of people starting to file in now. We got Iroh, who's gonna be facing off against the Aswang. 3 stages of hell. We got Flair in here. We got Mukuro, who's cheering on Neo. We got Ray in here. We got the Woken One. Everybody's filing in as we're about to spin this wheel to see what kind of match March will be defending that championship. March, who has broken the curse. There are only 2. I guess she is the only person to successfully defend that championship twice after winning it. So let's see what she's in for at the start of the show. Spin that wheel, go round and round. This wheel sure loves its dojo matches. And that's how we're kicking this thing off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go set that up and I'm gonna give you guys your first poll of the night. Get that wheel out of here. Get it. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and get this on the road here. Fight Forever. Will it be March 7th with the retention, or will it be Crazy Hiyoko? Extra Large. Twitch, I'll give y'all 10 whole minutes. YouTube, I'm gonna get yours real quick. We got Fight Forever. Our first of the 2 Fight Forever Championship matches tonight. Later on, Mondo goes one-on-one against Tartaros, a man who's never beaten one-on-one. Will that change tonight? March 7th, and Crazy Hiyoko. Excellent. Now I can start to get, I can clock back in with you guys. Alright. Not quite, because I actually have to put that match because I had no idea what it was going to be. You know what? If I had gambled, I think I would have still gambled for Dojo Match because the wheel loves Dojo Match. That being said, let me set this bad boy up. I might add, mighty good luck to you, Arrow, in your match later tonight. The dojo is inevitable, says Sayaka. Yeah. You're not wrong, Anthony. You're not wrong. Here. Added this match. Customize this match. It is Dojo Singles. Same people. Same championship. Save that bad boy. And let's do it. Let's do it to it. Get that match loading. I'm excited. It's Rebellion Live. A lot of people trying to hype up Arrow. It is going to be an intense 3 matches in a row. Hopefully nobody walks out. Well, no, that's not true. Hopefully that fiend, that demonic entity walks out with an injury so bad it can't compete anymore. Hopefully the same does not happen to everybody's favorite protagonist, Arrow. That being said, y'all are all making your predictions. I think our ringside crew is ready. let's kick off Rebellion live right here, right now. Oh, wait, I can do this live for the first time in a while, as the stars go. Black. Whew. First match of the night. And out first. It is the challenger. With Yuri by her side, she took out her ally turned enemy. She took out Clover, and she hoped to take out Mew as well. They can now compete on Rebellion, and they can compete on Fracture. Yes. However, Mew, Clover, they're essentially banned to Inferno, which is next week, which is kind of crazy to me. Next week, we also have a couple of matches already set up. We will see the ladies defend the tag team championships, the Flame Tribe, against the newly dominant Disciples of Miku. Will they be able to hold on to them? We're kicking off Inferno strong. There is one more thing, but we'll talk about that later on in the show. That seems like a more, as we're closing, we'll talk about a thing. But that is official for next week on Inferno. But once again, that's the future. The now is Crazy Hiyoko could earn her first title. Her first title in the AWE, but she's got to get through. A woman who had her number last time. The Fight Forever champion, and notably a woman who has a photographer on her side who came out and blinded Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large just 2 weeks ago. It was a crazy time. We were all like, who are you? Even everyone in the arena was like, who are you? March must know, though. Let's figure this all out, though. Let me double down and check the chat real quick. We have, I think I'll go March, even though I think she can be overly positive sometimes. She's been a good champion. She has been a great champion at Ticket to Paradise. It was a banger of a steel cage match, where at the end she got a sneaky pin. Not just a roll-up, it was a very innovative pin, went up, down, and then bridged into a fantastic pin to retain that championship for the second time. The only champion who's ever been able to do it. Fight Forever rules keep you on your toes. March must have been prepared for a dojo match, though, because, you know, dojo pops up a lot. Let's see this thing go. You're fighting a demon tonight, Arrow. I think you can classify yourself as the protagonist. That is true. Ooh, look at that. Fight Forever championship. Love that. I'm going to assume it'll be Futaba and Chi-Chi as the disciples in that match. Yes, it will be. Can Charlotte Flair win? No, you mean Crawler. The Woken One says, and introducing the Fight Forever champion, the one who broke the curse, and spotted out the curse, called Sakura out to get the championship. She's made this kind of her mission. Now the mission's been complete, will she carry on? She's already, I believe, the longest reigning Fight Forever champion of all time. Won it on her birthday on March 7th, the night that shocked the world. She beat Sakura. Rakasam's 427-day reign as tag team champions ended. It is a day marked in history in the AWE, and tonight she looks to extend her history. Let's see it all happen. Dojo match rules, falls count anywhere, 2 out of 3 falls, and there's kendo sticks all around. Ring that bell. It's showtime. XL starting off, but March with a reversal clothesline. And gets the neck, and March sends XL flying. Went for a double stomp. Last time these two competed, XL honestly had the match won in the first half, was going crazy on March 7th, and then the cameraman came out. March turned things around and won the match after XL couldn't see anymore. Shot right to the gut. Ooh, backhand! Strong backhand by March 7th. Thought she was going to go outside the ring to look for a kendo stick, but no. Immediately going after those long legs. She knows how that kick feels now. She said, if I can weaken that kick a little bit, your girl can kick out and your girl can retain her Fight Forever championship after that bottom rope moonsault. She goes into the cover. 1, 2, almost pick up the first pin of the night. But XL, oh my gosh, kept up and got a whole handful of face with that slap. And these two are now trading blows. Lefts, rights, chops across the chest. XL catches that one. Here's the thing, XL has way more reach than March 7, and it seems to be playing out in her advantage right here, right now. And another chop, but March trying to fire back as well. Hitting shots of her own. Blocking shots of her own, and now these two are about even. XL almost in the corner helping, and it's so chop, and a super kick right to the jaw. XL looks to be the first one to go and get a kendo stick. Heads under the ring, and there we go. But March slides out, slides right into a kendo stick hit, and breaks it across her leg. Goodness gracious! XL knows what this could mean for her. Her first singles championship in the AWE. She's had a rough year, but she's just recently found her footing ever since, honestly, beating Clover one-on-one at a, past Rebellion elbow drop right to the spine. But March has been at the top of the mountain on several championship occasions. Look at that reversal by March. Signature reversed, and now hitting one of her own up. And we've seen her do it before. Down with that neck breaker. Twisting into it, lifts her right back up, and she ain't done yet. She's looking to finish this thing off. XL's getting dragged to the corner. She's going for that scoop slam. And XL's not stunned yet, but if March 7th is able to hit this move, it could be... Went for a big splash, and a boot by XL sends her right back to the ground. Is Yuri not on? Not here, or did I miss something? Yuri is fighting Hina later on tonight. I hope it's in there, unless I didn't put that on the card. Oh yeah, no, it's there. It's there. She's in the semi-main. I will say March possibly has a disadvantage. That is true. That is true, but look at that. March got a whole lot of fight left in her. So does XL. These two are trading big moves. But here's the thing. XL's almost got that kick. That kick that took Clover out. And we know now XL's a little bit craftier than she used to be. She knows what it might take to put March 7th away. They've now been in the ring before on one-on-one occasion, but never in a match where there's no disqualifications. Like the one tonight. Oh no. No shot. It's that dang cameraman again. XL, hold on a minute. XL, shield your eyes. XL, shield your eyes. No. She called him again. What? And March saying, I know it's like a dojo match, but I'm looking to put her away for good. That is not a kendo stick. That's a whole ladder. Oh, but wait a minute. It doesn't look like it matters. Oh, she blocked the knee. That knee strike by XL. She pulled her leg afterwards. Ooh, look at that cheeky roll up though. 1, 2. Almost had it. Kick out at 2.5. And now March goes into the barricade. XL realizing she's got finisher after finisher. She's in bad shape. Goes to get some assistance. Goes to get another kendo stick. Oh, but March with a flying crossbody. Trying to lift XL up. Big hit. And big kick right to the forehead. March realizing that kendo stick too close to XL. Gonna get one of her own. Right across the wrist. And then on the head. XL rolled out of the way. Ooh, but not out of the way of that one. March realizing that lifts her up, says this might be enough to take you out. And onto the barricade, XL stunned. And face first, noggin first. And then she uses that momentum outside of the ring to put XL away. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, March 7th slowly turning into the dirtiest player in the game, bouncing the head, using every part of the ringside to her advantage, going for that DDT again, gets all of it, and XL's foot came down on that apron, and that's gotta be the first fall. Back-to-back finishers, that's 3. Ladies and gentlemen, XL is in a bad way in signature, not signature maneuver, but big maneuver right afterwards. On the, oh no, not on the apron, goes up to the top rope. This could be curtains for XL. It could be the end of her rodeo. She takes out the referee too. March 7th just took out XL and the referee. Gets the kendo stick and now wailing away at the legs. Oh, but a big chop again by XL, trying to fight back in this fight. Knows she's at a major disadvantage, tosses March all the way to the outside, trying to catch her breath. Man. They don't have a ref right now. Wait a minute. Super kick right to the jaw. We talk about it all the time, the kicks of XL. She's been unable to hit them. March came prepared, but that ladder, she's not going to use it. She's actually tossing March into the ring. Taking a step. Oh, but she's got him down. March 7th down with that X Factor. And there's just 3 kendo sticks over there. There's just 3 kendo sticks over there. Rolling back in. Missed that. But that chop, caught her with the chop, and the super kick! Could that be the first fall? 1! Referee still, oh no. The referee was still groggy. The slowest count of all time, and that's exactly what March had planned for. Exactly what March 7th had planned for. Picks up that kendo stick, and right across the head of March. Trying to go for it again. They both slowly walk towards each other. Big chops. XL's got a major uphill battle to conquer, and that battle might be over. Lifting her up, and ladies and gentlemen, call it. It's all, oh, it's not over yet. March looking to put a little emphasis on it. Into the corner. Lift it up and slam down. She's gonna get it. XL is stunned. XL is stunned. She's calling for her to get up. If she gets up after this, it could be all she wrote. That rolling a drop kick into the pinfall. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 1, that's 2, and still fight forever champion. XL was not ready for all of the games that March had. Sends her flying here. We saw that cameraman. She used the barricade to her advantage. March 7th said, when it comes to retaining this championship, I'll do anything. She'll do whatever it takes. Let me catch up with the chat. Perhaps I was wrong about March. She has exactly began to play dirty in this match. She was dirty. She was the dirtiest player in the game in this fight. She even took out the referee in anticipation that XL might be using that signature maneuver, might be using that super kick, hit him back to back, and the referee was too groggy to get a proper 3 count. Wild. Like I thought March won. Alright, Ray. That's fair. You got one this time, Ray. You got one. We'll see what happens next time. The Woken One says, and it is as such, dirty tactics in combination with their in-ring performance brings March 7th to a victory. It is a sad day for XL. But March said, my title reign goes on. Now, the three-peat. She's been in 4, count them, 4 AWE Fight Forever Championship matches. Out of the way of that super kick and hit up and down. March said this is a showcase for her. She said, Rebellion Live, it's my world. It's her time to shine, and you know what? Little heel. The photobomb from the crewmate turned it around again. That's XL's fault for falling for that again. She fell for it again. She stared right into the camera lens. I think she wanted to get out there and fight that cameraman. And you know what? At this point, I feel like I would want to as well. I'd want to throw hands with that cameraman as well. I want to get a little 1-shot, 2-shot, red shot, blue shot. Not a snapshot, though. I'm over that. March, however, couldn't get enough of it, as she's saying, I am going to continue fighting forever. And she's still champion. This March run, who knows how long it's going to be going on, but for right now, the train has not come back to the station. Put me back on the screen. Stars, go black. First matchup out of the way. Strong start, but we got a whole lot of show left. Where we at? Let me get you guys some predictions real quick. March 7th, the winner. That being said, there are no holds barred tonight. It is Team Wa versus the Repaired. And it's a tag title match. Get those votes in on YouTube, Twitch. Your predictions will be here in a moment's notice. It's no holds barred. It's Team Wa, and it is the Repaired. And most notably, well, what I gotta tell you is, one pinfall wins. Who knows how it's gonna go on? Splendid is the interfering cameraman, half joking. Yeah, I hope not. Hate that guy, that's Splendid. I do not believe you have missed anything else. March Madness is going crazy. March Madness, I thought was going to end in March, but here we are about to enter June. Thank you. Also, welcome into the Peach. Let me see. You pick Wa. And there will be no opportunity to end this indecisively. We'll talk about all these indecisive victories in just a moment's notice as the stars go. Black. I hate you too. Oh my gosh, Splendid! Huh. Oh. I'm sorry. Great Gozu, you're looking a little different, my guy. Great Gozu, you okay, my dude? You're looking a little Gozu, you're looking a little, someone gotta repair the Great Gozu out here. Oh my gosh. I will admit, there was an update for 2K today, so who knows what we're gonna get through in this episode of Rebellion. We might find a whole bunch of new bugs. Hey Gozu, your suit and your mask are back there. They're by the ringside. I hope. Hey, who stole the Great Gozu? Who stole his clothes and who stole his mask? Who did it? Which one of y'all stole the Great Gozu's suit and tie and his mask? I don't know who did it. I'm gonna get our ring crew to hopefully bring him some more clothing. I've been told that it was robbed from his locker room. It might be Team Wa trying to get him not to come out in this fight. We'll see. Is this just more mind games from Team Wa, who are looking to win this thing by any means necessary? We will see. I'm excited to find out. Oh, thank goodness the ring crew, they got us stuff. They got us stuff out there. We're good, you guys. We're good. Whew. We had a spare by the ringside. I know he was freaking out beforehand. Y'all. Here we go. Team Wa. And you know what? It's odd. They have all their clothing. I wonder what happened. I'm starting to think that Team Wa stole those clothes. They're trying to get under Great Gozu's skin and mask, which they did. Forced him to come out butt naked almost. Thank goodness he had a pair of undies, a pair of tights. Because otherwise, we'll see. How do you get changed so fast? Well, when you do a whole bunch of wrestling, you get into your gear like this, lickety split. ASAP, I'll tell you what, close beam. That's also a good answer. World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Team WA have held those titles since the fight before Christmas. A few successful title defenses. Their most recent one, technically not successful. Admittedly not successful. They lost that match but retained the titles via countout. This time there's no countout. There's going to be chaos abound and one pinfall wins this whole thing. And it starts right now. Clothesline. And look at that, attack from behind. Skull getting hit with a suplex. No, Skull actually getting out of it. Great Gozu seemed to be pretty upset. I wonder why, I'm not sure. I am Woken Emery S, the Woken one. Let me see, better than CM Punk towel moment? Oh, yo, imagine. Ooh, try to go for a move off the springboard. Once again, remember, this is anything goes. This is, essentially, no holds barred. Pinfall in the ring, and it's all over. Tornado tag, they can get weapons, they can get whatever they want. Whatever's lying underneath the ring, like the Great Gozu's clothes. Oh, man. How does he do a clothesline? He had no clothes /J. Hey, you don't need, you know, he took the clothes off of the clothesline so he could use the clothesline. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, naked Gozu. The world's gonna remember that. Stepped out of the way. Up on the shoulders. You never know what you're gonna see when you experience a live AWE 2K25 event. Wait, hold on. Waluigi was looking to go wild, and the Great Gozu gonna be the first person to bring a weapon, introduce a weapon into this matchup, and it looks like it's a barbed wire bat! Right in the face and the chest of Wario. Has him up. Oh my gosh, into the barricade! Y'all see him just scrape down the barricade? Shades of Kaito Momota, looks like the other side. Effective swinging neck breaker, but taken down into a pinfall. One, just a one count. Great Gozu tried to get in there quick too. That's the one, what? Hey Wario, what are you doing? He was like, yeah, you get him, Waluigi. It did not work. Did not work in the slightest. As he gets sent down. Great Gozu, the two big old tall boys, dueling out on the outside. Wario kicked out. I heard two and I was like, hold on a minute. Big old slam. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was not expecting naked Gozu today, but here we are. We've peaked. And we just started 2K25 and we've peaked. Alright. What a show. Oh, hold on a minute. Ooh! Skull dropping Wario on his skull on the outside. I'm not sure what Great Gozu has planned inside of the ring, but a big chop, and he doesn't take a tumble at all. Waluigi, he's freaking out, and he's getting turned around. And he reverses that big move by the Great Gozu into a bulldog. And look at that reversal from the tag team champion Wario as well. Heavy hands, big chops. A hit to the back. Great Gozu still furious about everything that's happened, and a nasty clothesline. Then taking down Wario as well, or at least trying to. But it does buy. I was gonna say it brought them some time, but more importantly, Great Gozu just ate that finisher. And now Skull's all alone. As a headbutt goes to the back. And Gozu gets punched in the head. These two, the tag team champions, have started to turn this whole thing around. Even though, you know, they got whacked and mollywopped is essentially this entire first half of this fight. It all matters what happens in the end. Into the pinfall. Ooh! Wisely, the Great Gozu just uses his full body length to break up that pinfall. Ooh! Clothesline to the back. And out of nowhere, skull-crushing finale, he's busted open. Wait a minute, this could be for the tag team championships. It could be all over. 1, 2, kick out. But more importantly, resiliency burned. Again, that barbed wire baseball bat keeping Wario down. And he's got him up in the sky, looking for a power bomb in the corner. No, turns him around, face buster. Right onto that turnbuckle. He's lucky it wasn't exposed. Wario trying to fight off against the giant great Gozu. Hits a power bomb of his own. Oh my gosh, the steps. Skull had the stairs, and there's all this action happening outside of the ring, and Waluigi realizing, yeah, let me get out here too. I was so close to getting pinned. Skull trying to send him right back in, but instead a German suplex, rather, onto that barbed wire bat. I don't know what Skull's thinking here. He's going up to the top rope. Ugh! Missed that elbow drop. Great Gozu trying to take Waluigi down. Waluigi trying to fight back on his own while Wario recovers. But, oh wait, no, I was gonna say Butt Skull's got him. Couple elbows. Waluigi up to help. They might be the ones to try and take down Gozu while Skull's incapacitated. Finisher. And Gozu, I want you guys to remember, Gozu's taken 2 finishers in this fight. 2 finishers back to back. They know that his mind ain't what it's supposed to be right now after having to come out essentially naked and wearing down Skull, forcing him to roll out. Waluigi saying, come on, get up, we gotta take out Great Gozu. And he might just do that, and Wario puts his body on the line! Splash to the outside, and Great Gozu realizing that Waluigi might be doing the exact same thing, clothesline from the top. Skull all alone in there. Knee shot to the kidneys, double axe handle. Great Gozu slides in quick and breaks things up at 1, y'all. Alright, they're starting to cook a little bit. They're starting to cook a little bit. Oh, and tossing. Wario and Waluigi might be in trouble too after that spine buster. Looks like they were, ooh, hold on a minute, oh my gosh! His back, and we know the injured back of Wario has been something to watch all these times. Both tag team champions have burned resiliency. Both tag team champions have popped resiliency. A stomp to the ankle. It is an uphill battle, but I want to point out right here, right now, that Waluigi is stunned, and the Great Gozu sends him down, spikes him center of the ring. Wario trying to get in there to break it up. 1, 2, he makes it. He makes it with inches to go. Mere inches before losing his tag team championship. And look at this, Wario realizing that, hits that powerbomb and a big splash on the Skull. Goes for the pinfall. Wait a minute. 1, but no, not even 1. Gozu's right there. My gosh. We almost saw new tag team champions, but Wario got there in the nick of time. Oh, wait a minute. That Waluigi lock, he's got the knee locked in tight. If Skull taps out to this, no. Great Gozu breaks it up, and Skull gets out of it. Reversal by Waluigi. It's a 2-on-1 effort now. Wario stunned on the outside. Has him. Oh, he was about to throw him back into those steps. He was trying to end Waluigi's career. That could have been all she wrote for the boy. Now here's the thing. Waluigi inside of that ring, if he's able to get Skull down. No, Skull with a reversal, couple shots to the head of Waluigi. Tag championships on the line. Has him up and face busted right into the mat. I'm not sure if bringing the Great Gozu back into the ring was a great idea. But you know what? He's got him on the shoulders right now. Drops him face first onto the turnbuckle. And look what they have. A 2-on-1 assault. And, oh, hold on a minute. I was gonna say they have a shovel right to the head of the Great Gozu, but now the most dangerous bull in wrestling is wailing away at the tag team champion, Waluigi. But Waluigi's starting to fire back. Combos, big flip by the Great Gozu, lifting a Waluigi back up. And look at this, has him up, sends him flying across the ring. Sees Wario's up, doesn't go for the pinfall yet, hoping Skull can get a move off on Wario first, because, oh no, reversal of the finisher. Waluigi, now the one who's taken down the Great Gozu. He's trying to drag him. Skull now in the ring. But he's not standing. I'm not sure if he's moving for real. And look who's going up to the top rope. That's a dangerous position. The steel steps are right there. Oh my gosh. Narrowly misses dropping his back onto those steps. And look at this. That's one. That's two. Skull kicks out without resiliency. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. After that high-flying top rope maneuver, I don't know how he got out of that. That being said, Wario sends him. No! He reversed the pop-up powerbomb! He reversed the pop-up powerbomb! Tried to go for a big chop there. Didn't work out in his favor. Wario tried to go off the ropes. Ducked that hit. Skull sent to the ropes himself. Deep arm drag. And goes to the pinfall afterwards saying this surely has to be enough to burn resiliency. Surely that's gotta be it. And he does. Great Gozu's the only person left with resiliency. This is anybody's match. This is anybody's fight. Ooh, big clothesline by Skull. Oh, hold on. Double axe handle. Great Gozu going back under the ring, pulling out another weapon, unsure what else. Oh my gosh, it's a whole ladder. Stomp to the back of the head. Skull's almost stunned though. Both of them in the ring. Both of them in the ring. Tag team champions might have them exactly where they want, or Waluigi might have made a vicious mistake. He tripped, and a beast planted him. Wario's down. 1, 2, he broke it up. Not new tag team champions. My gosh. Lifts him up and sidewalk slam. It's been a nail biter for each of these teams. Stomps the knee. And a stomp to the back as well. Skull stalking. Waluigi on the side, looking to put him away for good. Picks up the steel steps and a blockbuster in the ring. He dropped those steps right on his skull. He just dropped the steel steps right on the skull of Waluigi. Waluigi, I don't know how Mans is still getting up after that, but he might not. He's still targeting the head. Still targeting the head of Waluigi. Oh my gosh. I can't see what's going on in the ring right now. Oh, I see what's going on now. Reversal by Wario. Reversal by Wario. Has him up. That powerbomb connects into, no, not into the pinfall. He saw Skull right there. But if he's able to hit that finisher on Skull, no, Skull crushing. Finale with the extra oomph. Goes for the pinfall. Waluigi just barely getting up. 1, 2, will he make it? No, he's kicked out. And the powerbomb! Yo, they might retain! 1, 2, and no shot! Yo. Yo! This is awesome! Tried to punch him right in the face. Return fire by Wario. Big elbow drop by the big man. Oh my gosh! It went from Genshin to WWE. It escalated quickly for me. Yeah, it sure did. Oh, man. Oh, Skull steps out of the way of that. Lifts Wario back up. But look who's coming into the ring. Waluigi. Kicked him in the gut. Skull has to do this by himself. And he might just do it. Skull crushing. Finale. Wario's still down. He used resiliency. He used that bar to get up to save the match. Oh, but he might not get saved now. The backbreaker by the great Gozu. And wisely Skull saying, get up. No, oh my gosh. Oh, y'all, how'd he do it? Y'all, how'd he kick out? Y'all, how did Wario kick out? Waluigi setting up for that Waluigi kick, gets every ounce of it. Great Gozu's gotta drop that weapon. It might be curtains. 1, 2, he's not gonna make it 3. The tag team champions retain. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all. what a battle that these two teams just went through. There were so many times we thought this match was over. Reversed into the powerbomb. Great Gozu was down. We thought it was over here. We saw 1, we saw 2, and we said, and still, but no. At 2.9, Skull got that shoulder up. And then here, when the skull-crushing finale hit, we saw Wario down, but Wario realized it. He kicked himself up and he said, no, we're not losing like this. We thought it could have been over there too. Especially here, when Skull said, hey, come on up so you can see your tag team partner lose the titles for you, but he kicked out. Y'all, this was... this is what we all wanted to see at Ticket to Paradise. And boy, did they make it happen. A lot of people thought the Repaired were going to take it off of them tonight. But they proved tonight why they are the AWE World Tag Team Champions. Whew. Yo, what a match. And through it all, fighting tooth and nail, dirty tactics aside, the champions have retained. It was truly anyone's game. We say that when people start to burn resiliency, and it was the truth. It was the truth. They both had incredible kickouts, near falls. So did Team Repaired as well. But I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, they got the job done. And still, tag team champions as the stars go. Whew! Black, y'all. We saw something special here tonight. This tag team matchup, it was something special. It was something special. When we look at the match of the year, when we go back and look at the match of the year, we have a lot of tough contenders. I'll leave it at that. We have a whole bunch of tough contenders, including the one that we might see in just a moment. Alright, let me get your predictions. And catch up to the chat. So this is 18 plus Wario and Waluigi. Hey, they're hitting hard. And they're tag team champions for a reason. The nude power failed the Great Gozu, and maybe it was the mind games. Maybe it was Wario who took him, and that's why it was continuing to be Wario on the outside. Oh man. Oh man. The team retained rather. I thought the Repaired was gonna win. Hey, that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people thought, but not really. 40% believed in the Repaired. 60% believed in the boys. Team Wa. Team Wa got the job done. That being said, we got ourselves a little newly formed Grudge match. It is Panette. And it is Neo. On the Twitch side, it's Neo. And it is Panette. And it's about to kick off in just a moment. That's good, and let's do it. Y'all ready? You better be, because the star is about to go black. Alright. Let's talk about it. I'ma hop off, I don't understand. Alright, thanks for coming, Shadow. No more clothes napping. I hope not. But out first, it's Panette. Panette's been through a lot in the last couple of months. She's lost her princess. She's lost her titles. And at the end of the day, it feels like she's lost faith in the fans. And lost faith in the division. She said, you all wanted a singles run, I'll give you one and make sure that you hate it. Her words, not mine, after her interview with Taylor, then an ensuing attack by Neo, who Panette called the newest flavor of the month that everyone would forget about in just a few months' time. Neo's got a lot to fight for. Neo's got to essentially prove that she is not some flavor of the month, that she is the future of the AWE women's division. And she's got to go up against one of the greats in Panette. They actually retain. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Yo, we have a bot. You guys, studied Pretzine. Everyone say goodbye to studied Pretzine because we just whoop that butt, whoop that butt, whoop that butt. I like it. All right, excellent. Now let's get back to what's going on here. Neo's here. Congratulations to Neo, who has been on a roll since the the next to last Friday before Ticket to Paradise. She was an all-star in a Gauntlet Eliminator match. She was able to pin Rinkah, the AWE champion at the time. Did not suffer the pinfall in the triple threat match, and had a great showing. Hina was able to pick up the title. A lot of people say Neo's name is in that title picture because she was even able to pin Hina after interference by Panette. It is a grudge match. Jessica is calling this one. Anything goes. We have to get a decisive winner. After Panette got a cheeky victory, bullying Sammy. And I also believe in Tagorn VT. Thank you for the follow. And here's the match. How you doing? But also, sudden Joe injury brings us back to what is going on right here, right now. Panette does technically have a win over Neo, even though bullied Sammy, our referee, that night into starting the match and making sure Neo, trapped in an ambulance, got counted out by 10. Barely didn't make it, but then they brawled on the outside. Joe was interfering. Trick victim showed up. Oh, dang, you're right. Neo versus Panette, sponsored by Joe Hendry. Say his name, he appears. Reversal. And a shot right to the knee. In the corner, what is Neo thinking here? Turn around. Going after that leg. Kicked the heel of the knee, or the heel of the foot. Hurting that knee, and another knee by her. You gotta watch those knees by Neo. That Neo knee can knock you out cold, and a big kick by Panette. This has been pretty even to and fro so far, and another kick right to that of poor Neo. I'd say poor Neo, but as I was saying earlier, it's been pretty even, and anything goes tonight. Stepping right onto the chin. Neo, as we saw, clearly incensed, wants to make Panette suffer. And if you want someone to suffer, a sledgehammer to the spine, yeah, that's gonna make somebody suffer. That's gonna make somebody suffer. It's 100%. I think did we just get raided? There's so many things are happening during this match. We've come for your snacks, your love, and to make nest in your hearts. Wait, hold on a minute. We can't do that. Break her in half! Oh gosh. Also, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the raid here. I need to shout people out on the Twitch, because I am a responsible Twitcher as the match goes on. Neo going for the first pinfall in this fight. It was a raid by Tangorn VT. Oh, thank you. Goodness gracious. I have so many things to do. Shout out. There we go. How was stream, Tagorn? We've come for your snacks. Huh? Hey, you know what? That's something I wanted to talk about. First of all, love that shout out. Everybody say thank you. It was lovely, AV. We love to see it. So I ordered Chinese food, right? And I had a lemonade too. And they gave me this lemonade in this Tupperware container. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for this. That's the only other thing I wanted to say. But welcome in, Raiders. You are in the middle of a Rebellion Live. It's usually a Sunday show that we have pre-recorded on our YouTube channel, but every 5th Friday, it's live on YouTube and Twitch across the board, and you're here for Panette. from Fire Emblem, Neo from Ruby, and they're going toe-to-toe in a grudge match. It's gonna be awesome. Big Cup Lemonade, y'all. I'm keeping this thing. You're gonna see this in future streams. I'm just gonna be drinking from it. They gave me a straw, I didn't use it. Oh man, brass knuckles were used by Panette as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for that call. That's an important note. Panette has said she's gonna go on this singles run and make sure everybody hates every moment of it, using the brass knuckles on Neo. It's a cheap shot, but anything goes in this matchup. Boom! Big falling dropkick. Panette's laid flat on her back. Anything goes, as we said, and Neo's taking advantage of that. Said, you want to use brass knuckles? I'll be using a steel chair. I am nomming chicken and corn chowder. That's a good shot. I haven't had corn chowder in a... Oh, no. Oh, no. She might be going right onto that chair. Oh, she's stunned. Oh, someone call a paramedic. That's one. That's two. And that's not resiliency. Y'all, how is she alive? Y'all, how did she survive? Somebody talk to me. Somebody tell me how she lived. How did she live? We kicked a lot of Demon Booty and Doom, the Dark Ages. That's awesome. There's also a demon competing later tonight, so hopefully Iroh kicks some Demon Booty too. That sounds dope. Hold on a minute. Neo taking it to Panette right now. Another neck breaker. And Thunder in the background. It's apparently gonna storm tonight. Kick out. Again by Panette. Panette may have underestimated Neo. It is a big fight field tonight, and now Panette's calling for something. She just called for her to get up, and she's not gonna... Oh, she's off the ropes. What is she doing here? Drop kick. From the springboard position, now says you wanted to use this chair on me. I'm gonna do the same to you. And crawls into the pinfall after that shot to the back with the chair. That's one. That's... one? Yo, somebody hits me in the back with a chair. I'm out for at least 2.5. I'm out for at least 2.5. Panette realizing... Alright, she's got a lot more fight left in her. Separates her with that ladder bridge. Oh, and ducked underneath it. Yo, that thing's so dangerous now. That thing's so dangerous. It's a ladder and a chair. What on earth? Panette back into the ring, unsure of what she's thinking here. Calling for Neo to get up. I have no idea what she's got going on here. Oh, she's diving! Oh, she's diving! Oh man, her legs! They could have gone right onto the ladder. She's crazy, y'all. She's going insane. We've had incredible matches here tonight so far. And a table's now in play, and a table's set up. And a clothesline. Neo. Tossing Panette, table falls with it. Nobody going through it. Nobody going through it. A raid in context is a streamer redirecting their viewers to another streamer. Yes, thank you. For explaining the raid. The Woken one. Ooh, off the ropes. She was nasty with it. Off the ropes into the DDT, but got the foot up. And right into the Wyvern Sleeper. She may have just lured her in to that Wyvern Sleeper. It's locked in deep. Is resiliency gonna be burned? No. Got out of it. And a kick right to the back. She got out of the Wyvern Sleeper. And a drop kick again to the back. Double axe handle to the back. But Panette with a reversal. And she's going for the concussion, but reversal by Neo. And a couple shots to the gut. And a big old Neo slam. This could be the end of the fight. That could be it. Jessica getting into position. That's one. That's two. And Neo does not get Panette down for three. But with this knee strike or this neck breaker, if she hits either one, it could be the swan song. Off the ropes and neck breaker connects. Ladies and gentlemen, Neo came here with a mission, and tonight she gets the job done. Also, welcome in Kuzu, how you doing? Y'all, what a brawl that has been going on tonight. Neo versus Panette. Panette for a long time wouldn't give up. Used veteran instincts, and here, the brass knuckles were used. Was not enough to keep Neo down. Went for the pinfall right afterwards. That was 1, that was 2, but was not knocked out. It could have been all she wrote there. But Neo continued to fight on, and this was a big turning point. The Neo neck breaker right onto the steel chair. We thought for a minute it could have been over there, but a kick out. These two, fueled by hatred, but when they were on even footing, the reversal of that concussion clause that she used to call the graveyard shift put this whole thing away. One last Neo neckbreaker, and 427 days doesn't mean a thing when you're going up against Neo. Does the ref have beef with Panette? I think that all the refs might have beef with Panette, admittedly. You bully one ref, you bully all the refs. Don't forget to watch the Great Gozu's entrance for a 2K moment. That is true. There was indeed a 2K moment that happened during the Repaired's entrance. Neo proving again tonight why she deserves to be on the top of the card. I'm certain that she's going to be watching Yuri versus Hina with great intensity. That being said, we're 3 matches into the show. Let's keep going. Watch Hachami over to the no stars. I'm not used to hitting the stars during a live stream, but that's what we do here for Rebellion. We have the start of 3 stages of hell. Let me get y'all predictions. It was Neo who took the W. It's 3 stages of hell. It is the demon, known as the Aswang. And it is Iroh. I'll give y'all 10 minutes. I guess we could give it longer because, you know, we got 3 matches in a row. Here. 3 stages of hell. We can already load that first match. It is an ambulance match as chosen by our protagonist, Iroh. It's Iroh, it's the Aswang. We hope and pray that Iroh doesn't walk out of this with serious injury. I'll be real though, choosing this for our first match, little crazy, little out of pocket, but you know what? Stars going black, huh? Let's talk about it. For those who are not here for the build-up to what is going on, let's talk about
making his way to the ring from Manila, Philippines,
the Aswang.
weighing in at 242 pounds.
This demonic creature has essentially been targeting the relationship of Sakura Ogami and Iroh for months. Almost broke them apart. Forced essentially Sakura to drop Iroh on their head inside Hell in a Cell. And that is where the rivalry between these two will end. This creature, I'm sure, has beef with a lot of members of the AWE, but hopefully that wasn't just the start. And hopefully it can end with Iroh decisively defeating this thing. In fact, we're talking 3-0 Iroh. We're talking 3-0 tonight. That's what we're, you know what? I'm gonna try and be as unbiased as humanly possible. Which is, when this thing is competing, impossible. And here comes the Archbishop of Silly. A leader of a resistance that is probably, you know, needs to be broken up. Not the best leader, but a delightful person. And a lot of times, that's all you can ask for in the AWE. Iroh walks down and looks to do this for their wife, do this for the AWE, and do it for everybody who hates that Aswang, who hates that Jacob, doing it for Nathan, doing it for I guess Pi, doing it for Mondo, doing it for everybody. We're gonna get our ring crew and our referees to back up that ambulance, and we're starting off with a a devastating match, admittedly. Let's see how this goes. It is eerie. There's no music for that creature. Yeah, no, go Iroh, Lavelle. So this thing can end relationships. It's trying to. Neo, and know that I've proved that I'm not a flavor of the month. Fair enough. Fair enough. You did very much prove that. That was tough. Here are the rules. No pinfalls. No countouts. No submissions. No countouts. You see that ambulance? You gotta shove your opponent in there. You gotta close not one door, but 2 doors. And it'll be all over. That being said, once those 2 doors are closed, we'll get a couple healers in there, and it will move on to last entity standing. Let's see it happen. The Aswang. Iroh. And a big kick right to the jaw of Iroh to start things off. 3 stages of hell. Let me talk to you about what your strategy has to be into this one. You want to get your opponent into that ambulance as soon as possible, so you have all the stamina, you have all of the lack of injury that you have. Our healers can patch you up real quick. We got magic healers that can patch up, a lot of regular injuries, but if you got a deep injury, it's going to take time to heal. Sometimes it gonna take more than magic to heal your wounds, heal your injuries, heal like a broken leg, you healed a bruised rib. That's why 3 stages of hell is so dangerous. It's the first time it's happening here in the AWE as the Aswang climbs up to the top rope. And, ooh! Big falling elbow drop. I believe the final stage, if necessary, is Hell in a Cell. I'll tell you what, no matter what, we're doing all 3 stages. Both of these competitors said, if I can defeat my opponent, not just decisively, but unanimously, I want to do that. So no matter what, we are going all 3 stages. And down. Magic healers, interesting. Yeah, we got some magic healers. We got some regular healers, because we got all sorts of we got medics. We have all sorts of entities in the AWE, and we gotta get all the healing we can, because these matches get a little bit brutal. Iroh tossed back into the ring. The Aswang not focused at all. Not focused at all on trying to win this thing, at least not yet. Focused on trying to do as much damage as possible. Ugh! To Iroh Ogami. The Aswang off the ropes. I would say, you know what, I have to admit, beautiful maneuver, pretty maneuver, and now, opening the doors. Iroh already beat up, already bruised up. Another shot to the back sends Iroh into the ropes, and missed the Superman punch. Hold on, Iroh once again has an opportunity, but a super kick into a German suplex. Iroh has to use some of that bar to try and get some of the damage that they can onto the Aswang. Kick to the back. Aswang gets up. Iroh with the reversal jumps over. Lifts up and goes down, Aswang down, if only for a moment. Iroh trying to stay on top. Sends the Aswang, the demon falling down to the ground. Iroh steps outside of the ring. Starting to realize that there's going to be an uphill battle. This thing is strong. Last time won by, count out. This time there will be a decisive victor. Someone's getting shoved in that ambulance. And look at that! Code breaker. Fate is now turning. Rolling. Iroh lifting the Aswang up. And tossing them not quite into the ambulance. The Aswang able to stop itself. Iroh not looking to make... not letting that happen at all, though, Seta. I'm into this quick. Has one hand on the door. Face of the the door of the ambulance going to the face of Iroh there. And the Aswang quickly fighting back. But Iroh wiggling out of the hold and a reverse DDT onto the outside. Hold on. The Aswang got him down. Got them down, got them down. Up onto the shoulders. And just deposited into the ambulance. Is that going to be enough to close the door? Iroh. Strong base. Oh, it might be enough. No, it's not. Iroh fights back. The demon formerly known as Jacob. Ooh, reversal there. Was going for the Silly del Sol. Did not work out. Now the Aswang has a finisher. That's the last thing you want to see outside of the ring by the ambulance. Door jittering. Not gonna be enough. Definitely not gonna be enough. Everybody taking shots to the head over and over again. Hey, but more importantly, oh my gosh. Iroh, they're down. They are down, and they're about to be out of this thing, stunned and tossed in with reckless abandon, no care, just pain. And right after that finisher, the first door is closed. We could be seeing the end of this matchup already. And the second door, not behind the first. Hold on, Iroh getting out of there. Iroh actually getting out of there, fighting back. Why is there an ambulance? There is an ambulance because that is the, hold on a minute. Iroh, where are you going? Iroh, this don't look like a good idea. This looks like a bad idea. Okay, Iroh realizing, yeah, this is not a good idea. That's a bad idea. Steps down, rages up, but maybe raged up a second too late. Oh no, reverse DDT, maybe baited the Aswang in. Calling for the demon to get up. Up and down. Big move by Iroh. Not going to put the Aswang in the ambulance yet. Knows it's going to take more than that to keep this this demon down on the ground, down in an ambulance. Maybe I was wrong because Iroh immediately trying to put the demon into an ambulance. But a reversal by the Aswang. Dragged over face first into the apron. And now sending Iroh into the ring. And going to the corner. No, Iroh able to get up. Iroh chose this matchup. We have to double down that this was Iroh's decision. Is it a bad decision? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. There's been some heavy damage to Iroh, but there's been some heavy damage to this demon as well. My lights just flickered. Ugh! And a knee strike, and hold on. Went from the well one too many times. Iroh now fired up. Calling for something. Going up to the middle rope. And a Hurricane Rana. Sending the demon going flying. Back over the top rope. Iroh may be getting closer to ending this match, but the Aswang kipping right up. Iroh, however, standard slam right into the mat. We don't see Iroh go for a ton of standard moves. We usually see Iroh go for a bunch of silly moves, but that was just a standard. Hold on. Shades of Samugi with that one. Balancing into that Enziguri, but stepping out of the way. Swatting, essentially, Iroh out of the way. The Aswang back in control. But Iroh, just a little too slippery. Iroh has been able to get behind this creature over and over again. As it goes for power moves. I'm not sure what Iroh was going for here. Oh, Iroh's going super duper high risk. And it is no reward as Iroh, they catch a shot to the gut. And now, up into the sky. And down on the ground. Iroh is in danger. Stunned and on the ambulance. and tossed in. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be the end of this thing. That's one door. And that is... still one door. Still one door. I don't know how Iroh did it. I gotta tell you what, I don't know how Iroh did it, but look at this reversal after reversal. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no! Pile driver into this finisher again. Iroh, Iroh, you might just want to get into that ambulance. You might need the heals as soon as possible. Goodness gracious. Iroh trying to crawl out of this thing, but it's not gonna work. Iroh can barely get to a knee at this point. The second door may as well be as good as closed. Wait, no! Wait, no, not it. Not all she wrote. We thought it was all she wrote there for a second. Dropped. Back first on the mat. Iroh again going to the top of this ambulance. Y'all. I'm still not sure this is a good idea. Oh. Oh no. No, they're gonna fight up there. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna fight up there. Iroh, you can't fall here. If you're yeeted from off of that ambulance, it's over! Iroh stood right back up. And out of nowhere, Salida del Sol! Wait a second! The Aswang has no resiliency right now. If Iroh can get that demon in. But it's a big if. And that if it's a possibility. Hold on. Maybe there was a plan. Maybe there was a plan. Can they get the first door closed? It's closed. It's closed. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Is there a world? Is this over? Oh my gosh. Oh. No. We all thought for a moment. Wait, reversal by Iroh. And a slam, leg first, goes onto that ambulance. Y'all. There was hope for a moment. Iroh not giving up, though. Iroh has been thrown off an ambulance in this fight. Has been hit with signature after finisher. And it might be getting close to the end of all of this. A knee strike right to the head, and a shot again to the head, and another shot to the head. Iroh is so close to being stunned. The Aswang going in and out of the ring, calling for Iroh to get up, pointing, gun style. Goes jumping and crashes into Ogami. But Ogami gets the foot up. Tries to get a shot there. Reversal there. I want to point out, once again, the Aswang has a finisher, has a signature. Tossed into the ambulance. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be as good as done. First door closed. Second door. Wait a minute. Iroh not giving up so easily. Open! Second door open! I don't know where Iroh just got that from, but second door was opened. And oh my gosh! Exploder into the ambulance! Whipping at the arm. Iroh standing that creature up. Went for another move, didn't get it. Wheelbarrow deep arm drag. Oh, but that creature stands right up. And a shot right to the knee. Iroh is saying, hey, if I gotta play dirty to win this thing, there are no rules in this match. Up to the top rope. Iroh diving from the heavens. Went for that Iroh elbow drop. Flipping that leg again. Trying to ruin the base of this creature. Shot right to the head. Iroh walking around. thinking, all right, I need some assistance, I need some help, and it's help in a steel chair in the form of steel chair right to the chest, and went for it again. But look at this, could it be silly driver? Might have been close, if not on the leg of that chair. Iroh walking around, maybe thinking about another weapon. Saying, I got a whole lot of fight left to get out of this thing. It's a baseball bat. Right into the leg again, still going after the legs of this creature. And a big flying clothesline. Iroh going top rope. No, not top rope. Yes, top rope again. Thinking again about that Iroh. No, big splash instead. Hold on a minute. It ain't over. Hold on a minute, it ain't over, but sweeping the leg. And going up, fist wild, over and over again on Iroh. Lifted up, and a knee strike. Iroh now injured. That is, as we talked about, the last thing you want to see in a fight like this, especially when you have two more to get through. Turned around, super kick to the back of the neck. And now the demon has a target, the head of Iroh. Iroh, who's been formerly concussed in the AWE, now has a steel chair itself. Iroh catches it! Iroh catches it, but it was a distraction! Distraction and leg drop from behind, basically on the chair, tossed outside of the ring. I'm not sure if Iroh knows where they are anymore. The Aswang rather, calling for this to end. Up again. And that's all she wrote. Wait, hold on. This creature's tired. This creature's tired and tired bad. Took so long to get back up. Iroh's almost no longer stunned. Hold on a minute. Onto the shoulders. Iroh using that opportunity, trying to go for the signature again. Reversal, and it's a kick right to the injured head again. Iroh able to still fight back. Lifting that thing up again, saying, please just get in the ambulance. Please just stay there. It's been an uphill battle, tossed in. One door is closed, and this creature now has a chest injury. Second door, resiliency. It is anybody's match. It is officially anybody's match. Powerbomb position, and powerbomb. Rolling into that move on the chest, the injured chest. Iroh now has a target for the next match as well. Tossing that thing back in, trying to aggravate the injury even more, knowing what it could be. Could we be seeing them go Iroh to the back? Hold on a minute. No, not just that. Bo and Iroh locked in deep. Hold on, twisting the spine. And tossing that thing off, doing more damage to the chest and spine. But a reversal. This thing's still around. This thing's still got fight left in it. Lifted right back up. Iroh's gonna need a reversal. Really, the next person who goes to that ambulance might be losing this match. And it looks like it just might be Iroh as the first door closes. And the second one closes the first chapter of 3 stages of hell. The first fight goes to the Aswang. In the matchup that it chose. Well, really, Mikon chose it. Iroh chose this one. Mikon chose the second one for the Aswang. We'll get some healers over to Iroh. We'll get some healers over to the Aswang, but I'll tell you what. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to heal those injuries. We have to keep the show on the road. It was back and forth over and over again. It was anybody's fight. Iroh fought valiantly, But this is only the beginning. Silly driver, weapons abound, steel chair was in play. And look at this silly driver, really right on to the edge of the legs of one of those chairs. Went for a big splash to the outside. And here we thought it was a big game changer. Arrow. Elbow drop. Right to the back, but in the end, the door was shut. And this creature took the W. Disgusting and despicable, but we do have to continue. Stars, go black. We got some more things to do. It is last entity standing now. Who are your healers? We got a bunch of healers in the back. Most of them are from the world of Fire Emblem. We got a couple healers over there, you know, some of them. We got a couple doctors going to the ring right now. We got Naomi, who we just recently hired as a doctor. We got a couple, we got Tae in the back row. We got a whole bunch of doctors out here. They're going to do some healing. It's going to be okay. Maybe. And that was only the first stage. Yeah, that's the problem. That was only the first stage. The demon is now 1-0, only needs one more to win the series. That is true. But we're going all three. And I think, for the most part, our healers are doing their best to heal up, at the very least, the stamina of these two. We'll see what they can get done. Let me see. Hee doctor. Yeah, he is not one of our healers. Disgusting, despicable. Even though Arrow's going to the next match injured, they also injured that thing. That is true. Because I trust he's still there. It's essentially just Jacob with a demon mask and purple makeup. Dang. Dang, is Dottore on the team? No, Dottore is not on the team. Why would I put Dottore on a team of people who are supposed to heal people? He's not that kind of doctor. He's a sick sack of human garbage. I have a strange feeling in my chest, and that feeling is no. High risk, high reward. I'm not sure how much a reward that is, but Arrow, you gotta get off your phone. I don't know how you're feeling, but I know that creature's ready to go. You're ready to go. I'm waiting for a message. Ambulance is gone. Arrow's been removed from it. I gotta tell you, now it's last entity standing as the stars go. Oh look, okay, never mind, they're actually doing alright. Yeah, our healers did a great job, apparently. Flying punch, last entity standing. They apparently were able to heal those minor injuries, so you know what? Big old W. Big W on that part. That surprises me. Jessica calling this matchup. Oh, whipped out of the way. Neither one actually required a bad enough injury to get injured. But it is last entity standing. Whoever can get the job done, as they are going grappling. Real graps matter in this industry. You gotta show what you're able to do with those graps. And right now, the Aswang is showing exactly what it can do. Arrow with the reversal though. Went for a big chop. The Aswang said, I know your moves, I know what you're capable of now. But Arrow said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Big shot. Lift it right back up. How strange, do your healers have power? Yes, of course our healers have power. Of course they do. Charlotte also dabbles in healing. We got a whole bunch of people who can get some good healing out there. Big kick. Lift it up. Arrow gets out of it. Another shot to the back of the knee. Arrow, I think I'm starting to see the vision. I'm starting to see the vision of Arrow. It's last entity standing. And who knows, Arrow might just be going after the legs to make sure this thing can't stand anymore. I think I see the vision. I think I see the strategy, especially after losing your own match. You gotta come back with something fresh, something new. I think this is what Arrow is thinking. Ugh. I'm not sure if it's gonna work though. Off the ropes, big old drop by the Aswang. Charlotte, like the reporter of the Steambird. Yeah, we've seen Charlotte compete. Hold on. Elbow right to that eye, and another elbow right to the eye, and a third elbow right to the eye. Referee can't do a thing about it. It's last entity standing. Iroh rolls out of the way. They went for a chop, but the Aswang gets out of the way, and Jessica's gonna start that count. It's 1. It's 2. 3. 4. Iroh getting up, not staying down. Reversal right back. Into the corner. Big splash. You saw the leg also of the Aswang go crazy afterwards. Iroh still has signature. Oh, but here's the thing. The Aswang also has a signature. And we saw it happen last time. You got to imagine that's giving Iroh, like, flashbacks. Flashbacks to the match with Sakura, where Sakura also used a pile driver. Not that pile driver specifically, but it could all be no. Not over yet. Oh, but returning fire is Iroh. Count of 1. Count of 2. We're at 3. 4. 5. 6. Hold on. Count of 6 on both fronts. Oh, no! Count of 1. Count of 2. Count of 3. After that intense match before, these two have to be feeling every ounce of everything that happened, and I'll tell you what, it might be over already. No! Iroh gets up at 8. Iroh able to survive, but might not survive that power bomb. Iroh struggling to breathe at this point. Also, welcome in, DJ. How you doing? That creature celebrating. Disgusting and despicable. Count of 7. Count of 8. Iroh is still not giving up. Wait, block that kick. Big ol' uppercut by Iroh. Going to the corner, Iroh. You gotta know that that's not gonna be enough. You gotta know that that's not gonna be enough. Count of 4 and another kick right to the head. The head that was potentially concussed. The potential concussion. Count of 4. We're at 5. We're at 6. 7. 8. Iroh's able to get up at 8. And not able to get all the way up because the Aswang not letting it happen. Tossed into the ropes. And dropped again onto the head and neck. This is getting hard to watch. I think that thing just emoted on Iroh with a moonwalk. Count of 5. We're at 6. 7. 8. Oh, Iroh is getting up. Iroh's getting up. And that thing was using too long to celebrate. Selena del Sol. Wait a minute. You don't think. 2. Hold on a second. 3. You don't believe. 4. Hold on a minute. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh. Iroh ducked the kick that time. But it goes off of the ropes and catches Iroh off guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Iroh able to get up at 7. That's better than 8. That's better than last time. But once again, that creature not giving Iroh a moment. But Iroh's starting to fight back. Iroh's starting to rally back. But the Aswang fires back and catches a hand and is just wailing away at Iroh. Iroh saying, come on, bring it on. I want more. Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute, maybe Lord. Hold on a minute. Said, hey, come on again. But this time the Aswang actually gets the hit in. Big chop by Iroh. Iroh able to stun this creature. And going for the silly driver. But it gets reversed. Goodness gracious. Iroh is in danger. But look at this. I don't know what this creature is thinking. Calling for Iroh to get up. Off the ropes. Barely grazes Iroh with that hit. Count of 2. Count of 3. Iroh finally started to get a little bit of momentum. Count of 5. We're at 6. We're at 7. 8. Arrow able to get up at 8. That demon goes for a nasty clothesline. After every single move, it said, you're going to stay down for one of these or I'm just going to make it hurt. This is getting harder and harder to watch with every count. With every finger that Jessica holds up. It's getting... Hold on, 8. Wait. It turned its back to Arrow, but Arrow unable to capitalize. Unable to capitalize on a big... Missed the punch. Reversed the finisher, actually. You don't think... This could be a major turning point. Going for a scoop slam. Arrow not going for the signature. Instead going for celebrations. They're going for celebrations. Fair enough. Man, I'm really starting... Oh my gosh, up at 4, but catches the leg. Arrow was ready for it. Arrow survives just narrowly, but the Aswang still in control, still in power. Kick to the gut. Wait, Arrow caught the foot. Kick to the back. Kick to the kidneys, trying to weaken that back again. And look at this, tried to go for a big move there. Did not work out. Reversal into a hold and a toss. And this thing goes outside of the ring. Walks around, stalking its prey. Fired a gun at Arrow on the outside, saying this one's finished. Count of 8, Arrow still able to get up. Wait, this thing just celebrated. Arrow might be able to get the advantage. Turned around. Oh no! Okay, well, never mind. Arrow's gone. Arrow's dead on sight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put the cell down in just a moment, because Arrow has died in this last entity standing match. That's all she wrote. That's the end of... Wait, hold on a minute. Arrow up? What? Arrow survives? Arrow might not survive that, though. Once again, standing up on the ropes, celebrating and taunting. It might have been Arrow's last gasp at a chance to win this. Hold on, Arrow stands up with authority this time. Walks towards this creature, big chop in the corner. And a shot right to the throat. Arrow rages up. Arrow now has 2 finishers, but a kick to the head might have just ended that momentum shift. Into the ropes. Big flying punch. Ladies and gentlemen, Arrow might be out cold again. Wait, no, Arrow... Oh, no. This thing is... Someone's got to keep this thing down. Arrow, don't get up. Arrow, you got to stay down. You got to fight one more match. Arrow, you got to stay down. Big boot right to the jaw. Arrow with a real never say die attitude. But you don't have to say die when you're dead. Count of 8. Arrow slowed up to their feet. That thing missed the kick. Arrow, I think, tried to go for the Salito del Sol. Into the corner again. But a knee strike. Arrow now in the corner. They're struggling. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, the kendo stick again. We saw this thing use the kendo stick this Sunday against Arrow. And that shot right to the jaw. Arrow's wife, Sakura's own weapon, might have been what it takes to put this ending to this match. Arrow not giving up like that, though. Arrow not giving up like that. Another shot to the head. This is becoming torture. This Arrow, you gotta stay down at this point. You gotta think about survival. You gotta think about this next match, Arrow. Count of 5. Count of 6. Count of 7. Arrow's at a count of 8. Arrow at a count of 9. It was almost over. I think Arrow thought about staying down. Ugh! But couldn't do it. Could not do it. This is... It's sickening. It's sickening. It's disgusting. And that shot to the weight. Hold on, Arrow up at 8 again. Arrow, you gotta stay. Arrow, you gotta stay down. Arrow, you just got kicked in the skull again. Arrow has been concussed before, maybe was concussed earlier before this match. Arrow, come on. Arrow, this is getting hard to watch. This is getting hard to call. Arrow, don't get back up. Arrow, no. Arrow, come on. Arrow, no! Drop kick to the back of the neck. Arrow will not stay down for 10. Oh man, it even looks like Arrow's gasping for breath. But won't stay down. It might just be instinct at this point. Fires back. Up. And silly driver does connect. I don't know how Arrow still has the wherewithal to hit that move. Trying to get some momentum back, trying to get back into the corner, catch their breath. Count of 7, this thing's still standing, still on its feet. Big chop, big hits by Arrow. Arrow trying to fight back in this fight. This one-sided battle, but look at who's back in control. Up on the shoulders. And oh! Again, Arrow concussed. The rattling of the brain of Arrow Ogami. Sakura, I feel like Sakura's watching horrified backstage. At a count of 7 though, Arrow gets back up. Arrow might not know where they are anymore. Big clothesline though. If there's one thing, Arrow's got some tenacity. Arrow's got some tenacity. Trying to encourage the people not to give up on them. But Arrow might want to turn their back. Oh, wait, hold on. Rare misstep, but ladies and gentlemen. Someone tell Jessica to count faster. Yo, somebody has to tell Jessica to count faster. This has to end. That's gotta be the end of this fight. That has to be. It has to be the end of this fight. How? Tell me how. Somebody tell me how. It's gotta be over. It's gotta be over. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be everything. That's gotta be all. Right onto the kendo stick too. The kendo stick you saw, it broke there. That has to be it. That literally has to be it. Arrow, do not get back up. Just stay down. Just please stay down. Count of 7. Count of 8. Count of 9. Arrow. 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 And a kick again to the head. Yo, Arrow, please. Arrow, please just stay down. Up onto the middle rope. Count of 6. Count of 7. Count of 8. Arrow will not quit when it comes to this thing, but I don't think it's going to be a matter of quitting soon. It's just going to be a matter of, can Arrow even live? Can our healers do anything before going to this last match? I don't know. I'm not sure. Wait, Arrow rolled out of the ring. Wait, hold on. That was actually kind of brilliant. That was actually brilliant. Oh no. No, not onto the chair. Not onto the chair, no. Oh gosh. Oh no, please just miss. Just miss the chair. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I thought Arrow was about to die. I thought that was the end of the road. I thought that was it. I thought it was over. I was like, all right, well, we're doomed. Oh, I think it's still over. I think it's still, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Come on. Come on, that's gotta be it. Arrow, you gotta stay down. Okay. No shot. I thought that thing was about to do the pile driver on the... Wait, it missed. Wait, it missed Salito del Sol. Hold on. There's a world. Good Lord, Sakura, get your... Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta get Arrow. Come on. You gotta get Arrow at this point. We're at a count of 4. We're at a count of 5. 6. 7. 8. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yo, I thought for a minute. I was like, what if it goes to 10? Can you imagine? Arrow, you gotta... Okay. You gotta just stop kicking Arrow in the head. This is tragic. This is tragic. This is tragedy. Count of 7. Count of 8. Arrow refusing to stay down. Ducks out of the way of that flying kick. If anything, Arrow has been so resilient, so intent on not giving this thing up, but has taken so many finishers and hit so many... oh, hold on, reversals. Dragged over. Couple shots to the gut. Dragged up on the shoulder. What? I'm sorry, what's going on? What just happened? Arrow now scratching at the eyes of this creature. It's about survival now. It's not about... it's about doing whatever it takes to survive this thing. Goodness gracious. Count of 4, though. That thing is, oh! Alright, Arrow's dead. Arrow becoming desperate, I noticed. Arrow, yeah, look. Ambulance match into this? I don't know what to tell you. Arrow able to get up at 7, able to hit an Inseguri. Does have a signature, which is, that's admittedly good news, but... I'll be real. Arrow, you shouldn't be spending time celebrating. You're gonna turn your back. Wait! Turn your back into a signature maneuver! I hope your powers, the powers of your healers are strong. Look. I hope so too. Falling kick. Arrow backs up again. And admittedly, there's a wise move from Arrow saying, hey, you get up while I try and recover some stamina, while I try and work myself back up into this fight. Hold on, count of 5. Hold on, count of 6. Hold on. It burned resiliency. Hold on a minute. Okay, I know I say this a lot. But admittedly, it's become anybody's match. Big flying... Nope, no, Arrow's about to die. Never mind. The match is over. Everybody, let's count it. Let's count together. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ogami, tell me how. Tell me how. Oh wait, that thing just hit its head on the... It hit its head on the post. This one just hit his head on the post. Was celebrating and hit his head on the post. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. There's gotta be no world. There's no shot. Oh! Oh! It was almost it! That was almost it! Yo, we all thought for a second, it was like, hold on, 9? Oh my gosh! We were like, wait a minute! Oh man! Arrow still getting up, rolling up. Wheelbarrow deep arm drag. Bows into it. And maybe it was the head hitting the post that may have somehow turned everything around for Arrow. Got to a count of 9 last time. Count of 7 this time. Count of 8. At the very least, that weakened this creature, and Arrow still taking shot after shot right to the jaw. This match needs to stop playing with my heart. Yeah, we all thought for a second that was it. I thought for a second it was it too. I think we all believed. Count of 7. Count of 8. Arrow still, nobody's staying down in this fight. sickening combination. We already know this demon is up a point in 3 stages of hell. This has been hell for Iroh Ogami. But Iroh is fighting through hell. Big chop. I don't think this thing is going to stay down for 8 or 10 or anything in between there at this point. It kipped up. It kipped up and it played with everyone's hearts. Iroh, I don't think, realized it. Or maybe they did. Up on the shoulders. Dragging it. Center of the ring. Right onto the back. The back that was injured after that last match. This is becoming incredibly close just by pure defiance and spite of Iroh. That's true. But spite might not be enough. Swinging into that DDT. Stomping on the leg. Trying to get another stomp. Iroh with the reversal. Iroh, who misses that move though, gets turned around. Combinations begin to strike from the Aswang and taking Iroh down with a shot right to the head. The injured head. The likely concussed Iroh, who refuses to stay down for a 10, but every shot that goes right into the temple of the leader of the silly little resistance, you have to imagine, is one step closer to, at this point, permanent damage. This could be literally the end of Iroh's career. Iroh still has to fight after this. Off the ropes and another kick right into the head and chest. That creature has a signature and a finisher again. If either one of those hits, you gotta imagine. Everyone has been just praying for Iroh to stay down at this point. Iroh keeps getting up, but I don't know what it's gonna take. Off the ropes, spear. We were talking about concussions before. Now we gotta think about broken ribs. We gotta think about internal bleeding. We gotta think about all the injuries that could have just transpired, but Iroh won't stay down. Iroh will not stay down. Turned around and a clothesline. Creature leaves the ring, steps back in knowing it might it might see Iroh come back again. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is still not enough. Iroh rolls up at 9. Dragged. Wait, I don't know how you got out of that. I don't know how you got out of that so fast. Iroh really refusing to give up, but every reversal here gets closer and closer to the end. Iroh down. Iroh's head and neck. That's gotta be all she wrote. I'm sorry? Y'all, what is it going to take? Y'all, I don't know what is it, I don't know what it's gonna take at this point. I don't know what it's gonna take. This has to end. This has to end. We're at 7. We're at 8. Y'all, I don't... Please end, I'm so hungry. It's a captive audience kind of moment. Flying forearm. Mikon chose this match for a reason. AV, call the match. I feel like I should call the match at this point. Iroh is... I mean, I understand. You don't want to lose to this thing. I get it, but Iroh, you gotta stay down. You gotta stay down, homie. You can hit a move like that, you get in a signature, that's fine, but you gotta... If somehow, some way you win off of that, like, great for you. It's real, that's real, that's real. It has admittedly actually felt like hell. The clothesline by Iroh. Count starts immediately. Wait a minute, hold on, why'd you restart? Hold on, now Jessica, tell me why you restarted that count real quick. I got a question about that. I don't know why you... Oh, no! This is purgatory? It does feel like purgatory. Arrow, don't lose it till you injure the Aswang, says the Void. Count of 5. Count of 6. 7. 8. Arrow does indeed get up. 8 is Arrow's lucky number. Trips the leg up. Into the ropes. Flipping off of that arm drag. It's still not down though. Arrow steps out of the way of the finisher. Into silly driver, middle of the ring. Jessica starting the count. Count of 4. Count of 5. Count of 6. Count of 7. Count of 8. Just 8. Goodness gracious. Big clothesline. This is exactly why I don't like last man standing matches. You know, a choice was given. Mikon answered. Maybe to just put Arrow through hell, but this could potentially be the longest AWE match of all time. Rolled through. Another kick to the jaw. Look, I understand it. I understand not wanting to give this match up. Who chose this? It was Mikon. It was Mikon. Arrow chose the ambulance match. Mikon chose this. And it has been suffering for Arrow, and admittedly watching Arrow suffer like this is suffering in itself. I had to go for a bit, and this match is still going on. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Dropped. Big ending. We're at 1. We're at 2. We're at 3. Last man standing matches are banned from the AWE. You know, I might make that official. Nobody can ever pick a last man standing match again. Off the ropes. Superman punch. And now we wait. And we hope that Arrow stays down at this point. We hope and we pray. Honestly, Mikon's the only one winning because we're all gonna suffer, admittedly. Count of 7. Count of 8. Arrow's back up again. Arrow again looking for the silly driver. Connects. If only if it's Skull and Mondo. Yeah, they actually had the greatest last man standing match of all time. That one did cook. But injury to the Aswang. So you know what? That's a baby W. Count of 7. Get up the count of... I thought for a second, I was like, hold on a minute, 9? We don't see 9 too often. We might see 9 in a second. We might see... I feel like everyone thought, like, 9 is gonna be it! Oh, man. Count of 4. Count of 5. Count of 6. Count of 7. Arrow up again. And we're hitting this finisher again. Tackle. Arrow down. Arrow, you gotta stay down. Arrow, you gotta stay down. This has gotta be it. We called it, you know, 3 stages of hell for a reason. Count of 7. Count of 8. Yo, how did you... Yo, your stun bar just went down. How did you get back up? You ain't even have time to do this. You just... Hold on a minute. Wait, now, hold on a minute. That... I don't know how you did that. Now, hold on a minute. That seems unlikely. Arrow's cheating. I know this game. That was cheating. I don't know how Arrow just cheated, but Arrow definitely cheated. Oh, man. Combination by Arrow Ogami. They're just unconscious at this point. Arrow might be, yeah, this is, Arrow's like sleep fighting. Not for nothing. Here, let's put a timer on the screen. We might make this a time limit. Oh, I'd have to select a winner though. You know what? I'm the general manager. We'll see how this goes. If this doesn't put it away, if the Aswang can't put away Arrow in 5 minutes, we're giving Arrow the W. Basically to just save Arrow's life, saying, alright, we know that you won't stay down. Oh, it might be it! What are you— okay, hold on, let me start that. Let me get that clock going, baby. Hey, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to put Arrow away. If you don't do this in 5 minutes... 8. Hold on, wait a minute. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. When that thing hits 5 minutes, we're giving the W to Arrow. We got a whole rest of the show to get on. Arrow, that means you got 5 minutes to win decisively. I don't think you're gonna do it, but if you do, hey, good on you. Count of 4. Arrow goes for a move there, does not connect. Off the ropes, back elbow. Yo, look at Arrow's stamina bar. Arrow got no more stamina. There's 0 stamina left down there. Count of 5. Count of 6. Count of 7. Count of 8. We got 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, if the Aswang is not able to get the victory. Oh, might get the victory after that, though. Might get the victory after that. A SmackDown appears. And we're not even close to done Rebellion. Well, we'll see. Count of 3. Count of 4. Count of 5. Holds up the middle fingers. Well, hold on. Wait. It ended. Oh my gosh, we're free. You guys, we made it. You guys, we did it. Somebody call the ambulance. Look, we gotta get out of it. We gotta go. We gotta get out of all of that. I would not call that the greatest of all time, but we sure something happened. Give me my stars. Let's get to this last stage. We were stuck in a time loop. Goodness gracious. All right. It's their last stage. The Aswang does officially win. Let's see if Arrow can pick up any victory. Stars, they're black. Whew, that was torture for the fans. Agreed. They have not sustained any injuries, but all their stamina is gone. Which means any pinfall could really do it. This was a traditional 3 stages. The Demon wins 2-0. That is correct. We will see if the Demon can clean sweep. But Arrow wants redemption. Maybe this was the Aswang's true plan to torture the fans. I believe that. I fully believe it. My gosh. Went down. Off the ropes. Now, hold on. They've been so beat up, especially after that last man standing match. Their stamina's so far down. There's a world where Arrow just kind of cheekily picks this one up. Or not. Or Arrow might just die again. Hey, I actually made it to a stream, and apparently I missed the past 3. Oh, Koku. Tragic. You were there briefly for Wednesday, maybe? I think so. Rip Koku's schedule, so bad, missing everything, 07, tragic. Almost over just like that. This might be the first 3-hour Rebellion. I feel like it probably will be. Without a doubt. I don't think everything's ending in an hour. With that, last man standing match is officially banned. Thanks to Mikon, we will never do that again. Arrow levitated. Arrow just got graced by the gift of the heavens. I don't know how that happened. Roll through. Off the ropes. Kick. It's currently been 2 hours. I feel like an hour of that was the last man standing match. That match almost for an hour, fair enough. Up on the top ropes. Wants to take care. Please do not smoke illegal substances. It's dangerous to yourself. Fair enough. I don't see why we trusted Mikon. Well, we trusted the Aswang to pick a match, but I don't know if that thing speaks. Arrow with the reversal. shot to the head, though. Lifted up on the shoulders. Arrow able to get behind. Arrow, hold on a minute. Going for the silly driver. Gets all of it. Didn't go for the pinfall immediately. Goes now. Come on, Arrow. 1, 2. Resiliency burned. They've been going on and on for so long. Any pinfall at this point could be all she wrote. Arrow calling for something. Arrow calling for anything. Up to the top rope. Double axe handle. Lifted right back up. Tossed into the... Whoa, tossed into the referee. Arrow even using the referees at this point. And taken down. Into the pinfall. Wait, 1, 2. Y'all, I thought for a minute. I thought for a second. Well, and now I'm thinking it might be over for Arrow again. Up in the sky. We've seen this happen before. Broken down into the pin. 1, 2. Resiliency on everybody's part. Half of the stream has been Arrow fighting Jacob. Hey, it's 3 stages of hell for a minute, or for a reason. Whipped out of the way. Couple shots. A shot to the throat. Arrow lifting the Aswang up. Slam right back down. Calling for this creature to get up. Trying to put this away quickly. Knows that they're both tired. Going to the middle rope. Arrow taking their sweet time for a double axe handle. But the Aswang steps out of the way. Lifting Arrow right back up onto the shoulders. And a kick right to the head. We can call it. We can call it. You'll probably see what I mean sometime tonight. Oh, goodness gracious. Knee to the face. Y'all, it might be 3-0. 1, 2. Not yet. Arrow tried to roll out of the way and got crushed. 1, 2. And still kicks out. Y'all, Arrow, you gotta do something about this. You just gotta stay down at this point. Arrow, you gotta stay down. You have to stay down. The only crime that she reported about the AW was the torture of the second stage. You know what? I agree with that. We should do something about that. That was Mikon's fault. We should do something about that. Into the ropes. No, over the top ropes. Arrow might have sent themselves over the top ropes to escape and get themselves back onto their feet. But that didn't look like it worked all too well. Hold on a minute. May have turned it around. Arrow very close. I was going to say very close to a finisher, but instead might be very close to perishing. Might be very close to perishing. Up to the... Oh, no. No. Okay, this is... We haven't seen anyone do anything like this the entire time. We don't need to go superplex position. Oh, no. Oh, no! The apron pile driver. Oh my god. Arrow. Arrow. Arrow, you gotta stay down, homie. Arrow. Arrow kicked right in the chest. Lifted up, goodness gracious. And another shot to the chest. Kicks to the knees. Arrow turns everything around. My gosh. Calling for this demon to get up. And Salida del Sol. Hold on. Wait a minute. Into the pinfall. Into the pinfall. Wait, 1. Wait, 1, 2. Wait, 1. No. 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 No, not another pile driver. Oh, man. What? Huh? Huh? Wait! Arrow, go for the pin! Arrow not going for the pin. Arrow, I don't know what is going on with you. Oh, reverse the finisher! Missed that move, though. Arrow turns the Aswang around. Punch right to the throat. What is Iroh going for here? Oh, Iroh's back gave out. Iroh's back gave out of that power bomb. No! Iroh again reversing the heavens. Turned around, stunned the creature. Tossed it outside of the ring. Iroh, I don't know, man. I don't know what you can do at this point. I know that you won't stay down, but man, I think you probably should have at some point. A couple shots to the face. Wait, those were targeted shots to the temple. Knuckle first. Iroh did it! Yeah! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, you know what? It's all about how you finish. And Iroh finished with a victory. The story was Iroh got murdered by this thing. But at the tail end of it, Iroh gets the last laugh. Yo, we all thought it was over here. When that happened, I was like, alright, Iroh's dead. That's the end of the fight. But somehow, some way, after 1, 2, Iroh kicked out of that. Iroh said, get up, you creature. Hit middle of the ring, Salida del Sol. 1, 2, and we all thought it was over there. We were like, oh, Iroh's gonna die. Iroh's gonna die. And then this. One more pile driver. I put my head in my hands. We all did and said, alright, it's 3-0. But it wasn't. It was not over. Iroh ducked that, hit a beautiful, beautiful code breaker. Sent that thing down to the ground and hit targeted strikes right to the temple, knocking that creature out and fell right into the pinfall for 1, for 2, and for the shock of the night for 3. And while the Aswang won the series, do we really count that last man standing match? I personally don't. I put all of my marbles on how you finish the story. And Iroh finished the story. Whew. Alright, get me out of here. We're never letting those two fight again. Alright, hear me out. Up next, it's Mondo versus Tartaros for the Fight Forever Championship. Alright, so after what we just realized, I'm gonna do the wise thing. And y'all see that last man standing that's on here? We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Now we can spin the wheel. Now we can spin the wheel, baby. It's Mondo, it's Tartaros, and they're going toe-to-toe. Wait, is it? Y'all, we've never seen the Fight Forever Championship defended in tables action. Never have we ever, it's never hit tables before for the first time. It's a tables match. Man, alright. Goodness gracious. We have so much to go. We're never asking Mikon for any sort of anything ever again. The Aswang technically wins the predictions, but like, let's be real. Iroh finished the story. Iroh finished the story. Fight forever. I'm not changing that. Mondo, Tartaros. There you go. Twitch, y'all. Goodness gracious. Fight forever. Mondo, Tartaros. Let me give them their match type. And let's call this. Man. Whew. I'll catch up on the chat as this thing loads. Edit. Customize. Ish tables. It's for the championship. And it's right now. Oh man, let me talk to the chat real quick. Tables and last man standing, we're never leaving. AV having a stroke typing after that. Yeah, no, 100%. There's also a very presence of a doctor, but these substances are a much more pressing issue now. I would be upset, but I'm pretty sure. Give me this. Stars, do your thing. Excellent. I'm pretty sure I got all the pancakes I bet and lost during that last match, Lamau. You can't arrest me for anything. There's so many different criminals here. You know what? That's fair. There are a lot of criminals here. Let's be real. K-Flow saying, I'm gonna go smoke a cig for now. I need sanity. I think we all do. We're never getting out of AV's basement. What do you mean? This ain't my basement. AV, I regret to inform you that people have been smoking illegal substances. Define illegal. I'm gonna pass out for a while. Yeah, Iroh, go see the medics. You have to be concussed. You gotta be concussed. It is the AEWE Fight Forever Championship. Tartaros has a chance to become a three-time Fight Forever champion. The first Fight Forever champion to do it. In fact, this whole, like, stretch of spring, we've seen first-time, three-time champions all over the place. Hina for the AEWE Championship, the Racket Assault for Tag Team Championships. Will Tartaros be next in line? We'll see it. It's actually the Attic Gozu. Exactly. The illegal substances is Sumeru Dank. Oh, that's completely legal here, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, very fortunately. Whew. The illegal substances such as weed. Well, I think where Rebellion is hosting it, it is very legal. So, you know. To be fair, if you think Sumeru has these substances, you're sorely mistaken. Now, hold on. I've been to Sumeru. They definitely got the sweet Sumeru Dank, but I digress. Tartaros could be the first ever three-time Fight Forever champion, but he has to go up against the new champion, the man who took the title from him, but not 1v1. Tartaros earned his shot back here to face off 1v1 with Mondo. Can he do it? We'll see. There's nothing mistaken about that. Sumeru has that good stuff. That's crazy. But correct. Mondo has a guaranteed World Championship match at AV Mania 4. He wants to walk into AV Mania 4 as Fight Forever champion as well. He's got to do what March did earlier tonight and retain that title. He's got to do what the Team WA did earlier tonight and retain that title. Can he do it? We'll see. He must have been scammed by travelers. Sumeru has no substances. No, hold on. I don't know. Laws, it is legal in a lot of places. That's what I'm saying. And we trust Rio because Rio handles all of our law things, along with our other lawyer, Germ, and our other lawyer, Yanfei. Mondo, however, facing off with a man who's never beaten one-on-one. Luckily, he doesn't have to pin him to do it. He just got to throw him through a table. Twice. Fight Forever Championship. First time in a long time that we've had a tables match. I don't think I've simulated a tables match in 2K25. And there's just been an update, so we'll see how broken this might be. We'll see what unfolds, what transpires tonight on Rebellion Live. Tartaros is here. Mondo, the champion, is looking to win this lickety-split. Is this another World Sumeru? I don't know. Peach, I'm going to assume that you know, or know about Cherry. That is correct. Her daughter is the god of weed. Oh, man. Hand it in. Tartaros sees the title he desperately wants back. He had to, he had to basically die to get this opportunity. We saw all the blood that was on the ground. Today is a broken day. We'll see how broken it is. Mondo, Tartaros, 1v1. They know their goal. 2 out of 3 falls. Tables action. Only tables under the ring. 2 tables start off at the sides, and Tartaros starting off trying to wail away at Mondo. Kick to the back. And Tartaros already getting a table. Hold on a minute. Tartaros said, oh, I know how to win this thing. I know how to win this match, baby. Are they about to get another table? Hey, yo. Hey, they know what they're like. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do this lickety-split. We're about to see a quick match, baby. Shot to the head. Tartaros tossing the table on Mondo. Mondo able to get the feet up. Stand in. Mondo trying to get Tartaros back into the... No, trying to drag him over to the table on the outside. Hold on, we got food? Hey, can we refill my, my Tupperware of lemonade? Oh no, his head just bounced off the concrete over there. His head just bounced off the concrete. Tartaros just kind of saying, hey, nothing but a flesh wound. Tossed to the side. Table got in the way. And Tartaros gets the advantage, tossing Mondo into the barricade. Lifted right back up. Kick to the midsection. Mondo able to power out of it, though. Lifted right back up. Mondo probably excited for this opportunity. Hold on, reversal! And I think got his feet on the pole for a little bit of extra push to get out of Mondo's hold. Tartaros has Mondo up. Looking to drop Mondo. Where is he looking to drop? Oh, I think he's still trying to take him to the table. They're trying to go to that table over there. Mondo trying to get out of the way. Oh my gosh. Mondo's head went onto that table, but able to take down Tartaros with relative ease. Battling in the corner. Lifting Tartaros right back up. Oh no. No. Stalling suplex. Oh, his feet colliding with our barricade. And dragging Tartaros, trying to get him to that table over there. Very close. I'm gonna go back and check the supposed naked Gozu real quick. Crazy. But true. Headbutt by Tartaros. Mondo almost stunned because of it. Sleeper hold. Hold on a minute. Might try and make Mondo tap out. Oh, goes backwards. Tartaros lays his head on that table. Mondo trying to drag him to it, but Tartaros able to get the elbows right into the gut of Mondo. Tartaros now realizing maybe he can get Mondo's chest and gut right into the table. I drank water and juice rather. Why in the world would something so dangerous? Ooh! And again, gut into the table. Tartaros walking around. Really unsure of what he wants to do, apparently. I think sees his target, sees another table. Oh, but Mondo with the reversal. Wait a minute. If he turns it slightly, no. He started to feel Tartaros rock and had to drop him down ASAP. Again, lifting Tartaros up, but Tartaros again with the reversal. They're dancing around this table. Again, Mondo goes gut first into it. Tartaros looks around, sees that he could just get another table, and you know what he's gonna do? He gonna get another table. Leans it up there, realizes he got a table in the ring. Mondo steps in. Tartaros said, I'm gonna break you. But Mondo said, not if I break your face first. Ooh, but a deep arm drag. Reversal. Tartaros saying, yeah, get back in here. And still gets the advantage on Mondo. I'm gonna tell you what, if this were a normal matchup, Mondo might be in danger immediately of losing that title, but I'll tell you what, he might be in danger right now anyway. Drops the table right on Mr. Owada. Again, drops the table on Mr. Owada. Lift it up. And again, dropped right back first onto the table. If it was standing up, it would have been curtains. All right, well, you know, they're sure throwing tables, you guys. They are certainly throwing tables. Heading right back outside to the table that's up. Oh, y'all, he was so close to being on that table. Standing moonsault. These two have kind of been brawling along with Kyutaro all of spring. If Mondo can put away Tartaros here, he essentially kind of just has his number. Oh, he's sure staring at that table saying, all right, what do I want to do here? Ooh, but Mondo with a reversal. If he had that, he would have been able to walk right in front of that table and likely put him through. That being said, Mondo, oof, if he had thrown the other way. Who knew the great Gozu was Mr. Clean in disguise? He kind of did look like it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he'd lived, but he's still getting hit with Road Rage. He's stunned. Mondo can do whatever he wants for the next few seconds. And what he wants to do is not put Tartaros through that table. He wants to climb to the top rope. And okay, well, Mondo, you, huh! Oh, I thought he put him through the table with an outside dive on a spear! And a spear goes up to the top rope. Mondo's still stunned. And Tartaros, does get the double axe handle. Stares down at Mondo, realizing I gotta get myself a table. And a shot to the back of the neck. And unprotected twice. Rolls him over. Lift it right back up. Oh my gosh. Yo, he's got a submission hold locked in. Well, Mondo, I guess you could burn resiliency, but you don't really need to in a match like this. Able to get out of a deep arm drag. Mondo looking at Tartaros. Not really wanting to win this match yet. Just wants to do more damage. I don't understand what you aim to achieve by writing this. Mondo getting another table, realizing he needs 2 to win. Tartaros gets the first one. Oh, but Mondo takes him down. From behind, Tartaros thought he had a second. But now he does. Kicks Mondo back. Tartaros gets that table. And he sets it up. Not middle of the ring, but it is definitely in the ring. Ugh! Shot to the gut. Trying to weaken Mondo. Oh, his head was this close. Mondo's head was this close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he's running for the table. Oh. Mondo, it looked like able to stop himself from going through that table, halted the momentum. But he might not be halting the momentum for long. As he turns around and the first fall goes to Tartaros. With authority, lifted him from the ground and tossed the table back at Mondo. My gosh! Mondo rolls outside of the ring. No, rolls to the ropes. Tartaros has table in hand and he says, second verse, same as the first. Thrown into the ropes. Hold on, wait a minute. Ooh! Caught him into a scoop slam. Caught him into a scoop slam. If Tartaros lifts Mondo up here, if Mondo doesn't get the reversal, ladies and gentlemen, powerbomb position, second verse is same as the first and first ever. 3-time Fight Forever champion. Mondo's reign comes to a crushing end via 2 power bombs. Disgusting. In his final year of competition, Mondo did his best, hit Road Rage outside of the ring. Roll through, and a big clothesline strikes. And there's where we all thought for a second that table was gonna break. It looks like Mondo pushed his arm into the table to make sure it went down, but as he turned around, he got clobbered. And this is, right here, we all thought for a second he was about to get speared through a table, but again, Mondo using his ring awareness, but he got stunned because of it. And fell victim to a powerbomb. transitioned into another one, and he's done it. And he's done it. Tartaros is something else. The new Fight Forever champion. For not the first time, not the second time, but he tries to ride into the summer and tries to ride into AV Mania as your 3-time Fight Forever champion. First title change tonight. We've had 3 championship matches. It's the first one that is a title change. Congratulations once again to Tartaros as the stars go. Black. Very good, very good. That being said, we move on. To... where are we? Here we are. I was like, hold on, where are my polls? There are my polls. In this, and in this. It was Tartaros, and you guys, yeah, you should have believed in Tartaros. It was about 50-50 though. How can you doubt that, man? That being said, will Yukiko get her rematch? It is Sayaka versus Rinkah. Start that bad boy. Will Yukiko get her rematch? It's Sayaka. It's Rinkah. Five minutes. And let's talk. And let me catch up with the chat too. As we hit. See the stars go. The stars, they're going. Black. We got... Okay, I accidentally made this a title match, actually, so... Pardon me. The title is not on the line for this match. That's my bad. Hold on a second. Let me fix that. Undo that. We'll be taking a step back. This is a non-title match. Let me talk to my referees real quick, because this is not for the championship. Let's go ahead and quit this real quick, and we'll take a step back here. We're gonna edit this match real quick. Come over here. Do this. And there we go. Not for the championship. Yes, title match off. There we go. Yeah, okay. We're good. Whew. Alright, Wachacha me back on. Or I guess stars me back on. Jeez Louise. He was like, for the championship, and I was like, no, it's not. Alright, he didn't say for the title. Excellent. I was like, what are you doing? Crazy. Alright. Oh god! You guys, check it out! It's your AWE All-Star Champion! Freaking Sayaka Maizono! Who just had her wig snatched, had her clothes snatched, probably by the Flame Tribe. Oh man, what is with 2K today? Look, I'll tell you what, we've sure had a show. Man, what a show you know, it's always dangerous to hold a show right after an update. But you know, what can you do? It's Rebellion Live. Even Sayaka's like, drink it in. Drink it in. Alright, Maizono. Okay, period, Caillou. Hey, don't do that to your all-star champion. I've been told they got her wig and her clothes at ringside. After she says, hey, everybody look at me, I'm naked, she's gonna go and she's gonna put herself back together. There we go. I think she should be, look at that, Sayaka, she put herself back together, y'all. She put herself back together. Rinkah, don't be broken. Rinkah, tell me you got some clothes. Oh, thank goodness. Rinkah, however, said, I don't know what that was all about. Maybe to get me off of my game, but I'm never off of my game. Rinkah goes one-on-one with Maizono. So can we canonize Waluigi and Wario as clothes snatchers? Because they're the only ones that seem like they would do it. You know, that feels about right. I think they would snatch some clothes. I believe that. Rinkah slowly coming down to the ring. She knows what it's like to lose her championship. She hasn't asked for an opportunity to get back. In fact, she's actually given Neo an opportunity to inject herself into the main event scene. And after tonight, you gotta imagine she is there. That being said, Rinkah looking along, saying, I know what it's like. And now Yukiko knows what it's like too. But she's asked for a rematch. She had a fantastic match. And Sayaka denied it. Rinkah said if she has to tear Sayaka apart to get Yukiko this rematch, she will do it. It's one-on-one. It's Rinkah. It's Sayaka. Rinkah wins, Yukiko gets her rematch. Sayaka wins. Yukiko's not challenging for that All-Star Championship during Sayaka's reign. What will unfold? Let's see. Here's a former AW champion. Sounds like a thing Hutao would do, to be honest. You're not wrong. Let me see. I don't believe upholding peace and the rules would be considered uptight. Well, depends on how far you're upholding them, to be fair. Peach. Uh-oh. Match begins. Normal 1v1. Rinkah starting off against Maizono. Rinkah just recently had a great match against Cassius Bright at Rebellion 2 weeks ago. Rinkah did not come out on top, and after the match, Sayaka went ahead and hit her in the back of the head with the title. As these two continue their real grabs the next week, Sayaka went toe-to-toe for the first time 1v1 against her old rival, Deity Miku, when it looked like she was about to turn the match around and hit that Total World backstabber. Rinkah came out for the distraction, allowing Miku to hit Forgiveness and inevitably pick up the win. There's now a little bit of hatred between these two. Before, it might have just been business. But now, Sayaka's saying, I'm gonna send a message to this Flame Tribe. Off the ropes, went for the moonsault, but Rinkah rolls out of the way. Lifting Sayaka up, going for a power bomb from the ground, right back down. And welcoming Jessica, who is, you know, calling this match. How you doing? We have had some 2K fun, we sure have tonight. But the match goes on, headlock, engaged, Rinkah in control. Hold on, Sayaka reversing into that switch. What is Rinkah gonna do? Or Sayaka gonna maintain control? Looks like she will. Wrenching on that waist. Rinkah, however, with the reversal, deep into that headlock. Trying to squeeze the blood out of the head. Look at that. Kind of almost bridging into that headlock for a second. Sayaka, low-key, might have to tap out. Might have to tap out to Rinkah right here, right now. No, able to get Rinkah down. Look at that. Reversing it into, ooh, behind the back. Trying to will away, just destroy that arm. Trying to make sure that arm's not going to be useful in the spear. Trying to weaken the spear for the future of this matchup, as these two are still going with these grabs. Still going with these grabs. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. These grabs are still going. Back and forth. These two, I think our record for longest series of grabs may have just been broken. And it may have just ended. Rinkah out on top of it. Hits a kick right to the gut. And bam! Slams Sayaka to the mat. Sayaka rolls out of the ring saying, yeah, I don't want any part of that. Rick, however, saying, you should have rolled faster. You shouldn't have come back in while I was on the middle rope. Going for that choke slam early. Can Sayaka Maizono reverse it? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Put some stank on it. And Sayaka's down. All-Star Champion is in incredible danger at this point. Shot right to the eye. Rinkah staring. Yo, what is Rinkah doing? Oh my gosh, off the ropes went for the drop kick. We don't usually see Rinkah do some off the rope shenanigans. That's not what I expected, but what I do expect is a spear! Oh, but Sayaka said, your spear don't mean a thing. No sold the spear. Gets the foot up into Rinkah's face, but Rinkah with a shot to the gut and a clothesline. Sayaka tried to roll out, but Sayaka gets the knee up into Rinkah's face. Sayaka said, I'm sorry? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Y'all, 2K is so broken. It made the last match the stipulation for this match. Y'all, we keep finding bugs! We keep finding bugs! Y'all. Should we just let this one ride? I feel like we're so deep into it, maybe we should just let this one ride. Oh, man. It's only tables were you know what? At least it wasn't last man standing. You know what? This is now officially a tables match. Sayaka, you have a chance. If this were a regular match, you would have been cooked. It would have been over. I was like, why did she go for the spear after that, one? Sayaka says, alright, it's a tables match. Let me put these tables down real quick. Someone called the exterminator, there's too many bugs. I'm gonna have to, like, check every single match going forward to make sure they're not all the same, like, 2 out of 3 tables match. Man, do we love a couple bugs? We love a couple bugs here. Rinkah was almost on that table. Rinkah almost on that table. Sayaka Maizono has a chance to win this fight. Because I'll tell you what, she probably would have burned resiliency already with how much Rinkah has dominated her in the middle of the ring. Sayaka up on the top rope. Rinkah comes to follow. Oh, wait, reversal by Sayaka. Maizono up top. Kind of flattened herself on her back, but she got Rinkah with a drop kick as she fell. We love us some bugs. Wait a minute. Slammed her down. Sayaka's starting to come back. Calling for Rinkah to get up. Yukiko likely furious. Up, around, tilt-a-whirl, backstabber, Rinkah stunned. This seems to be the day of 2K as a functioning game. You know, I'm not sure, you know. Hey, they just did some bug fixes, you guys. And you know, when they fix some bugs, they gotta make some bugs. Wait a minute, another backstabber. Into. Right there, center of the ring. Rolled out of the way, though. Lifted right back up. Tossed into the ropes. Goes underneath. I lost chat for a second. Let me refresh you guys. There we go. As Rinkah continues this onslaught. Stepped. Spear! From the apron to the chest of Sayaka Maizono. Hold on. Lifted right back up. Slam down. Heading up to the middle rope, calling for Sayaka to get up. And a spear from the middle rope, too. Okay, hear me out. This match could have been over. This match certainly could have been over. Went for an elbow drop. Sayaka steps out of the way. And a big face buster by Maizono. Rinkah kicks right back up. Slammed. And Rinkah going to get a table saying, okay, this is a tables match now. That's fine. Yo, why are y'all sending them out on the outside? And Sayaka, why are you just watching? Man, what a great game that we have. What a phenomenal 2K25 game that we have right now. Rinkah, where are you going? Okay, alright, sure. Oh boy. Lift it up, armbar. Rinkah getting out of it. And a punch right to the head. A couple punches right to the skull. Couple shots to the gut. Rinkah getting backed up. Big boot by a table that's standing up. This could be Sayaka's opportunity if she's able to get Rinkah into a dragging position. She does. Gets her almost to the table. Now Maizono. Hold on a minute, Maizono. You mean to tell me that you had a perfectly good table right there, and instead of dragging Rinkah into that table, you threw her into the ring? Backstabber. I just want to say, Maizono, you gotta get your head in the game. Oh man, you gotta think this match was probably over when it was just a one-on-one singles match. But you know, the powers that be said, you know, let's make this a nice little spear again from the apron. Choke slam, if only there were a table right there. This time didn't carry her into it. Lifts her right back up. Drags her over somewhere. Rinkah saying, okay, I guess it's spear time. No, doesn't go for the spear there. She was going for a body shot. I'm not sure why she wasn't thinking spear. I think everyone's broken now. I think this game is broken. I think we're broken. I think the last man standing match continued to break the game. Alright, another spear. Rinkah, go get a table, please. I'm asking you, as a friend. As a friend, I'm asking you to get a table as a homie. Come on, Rinkah, you're almost there. You almost got it. All right, okay, look. I think we gotta put this back to standard rules. Unless, for some reason, when I put it back to standard rules again, 2K breaks it again somehow, I'll scream. But we can't do this. Well, hold on. Where's she going? Yeah, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. What did I miss? Pi, we found a bug. Yeah, definitely turn that into a, so, the last match was 2 out of 3 tables. This match was singles, but when I went to edit it, it turned the next match into 2 out of 3 tables. So I was like, let's just see where this goes for a little bit. Alright, edit match. I'm gonna have to customize match now. Normal. It says normal. And it says what? It said 1v1 before. It said 1v1 before. Is it normal? Alright, you guys, it's normal. We fixed it. What just happened? It never happened. Never happened. Forget about the 10 minutes that we just saw with that tables match. Never happened. Forget about the longest stretch of chain grappling that we've ever seen. Forget about it. I love when games work. Yeah, well, you know, it's normal, maybe. Yo, if somehow, some way, this turns out to be not a normal match, I don't know what I'm gonna have to tell you guys. We're gonna have to do this outside of universe mode. You know what game does work? Trails of Cold Steel, Lamau. Standing right back in. Normal rules. Went for a block. This time Sayaka's doing much better though. May have just been commentator's curse. Rinkah now, heavy shots to Maizono. Up and down. We've seen that move before. You know, but like, you know, not too far before. It didn't happen in the last match. There was no last match. You know, it is what it is. What if it's last woman standing? I'm restarting it. If it turns out to be last woman standing, I promise you, I won't even entertain that idea. The tables match, they were at least getting tables. I would not entertain last man standing. I would just make it some match where I'm like, okay, everything's inside of a steel cage. Alright, big hits, big chops. Sayaka with a reversal. Sayaka, I will admit, doing far better this time around. Last time, she was getting wasted early on by Rinkah. This time, Rinkah is, you know, kind of on the back pedal a little bit. Sayaka at least able to into the body of Rinkah, gets the reversal, and gets some heavy chops on the former AWE champion. And neck right down over there. I have yet to see a pin get attempted. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching intently. Sayaka, however, first to build up a signature this time around. Into the corner. Lifting Rinkah up to the top rope. What does she got going on here? Crawling all the way up. Superplex. Took a lot on Maizono. Rinkah up first. Sayaka up right afterwards. Back elbow by freaking Maizono. Pinfall. Yo, we're fixed. 1, 2. Oh. Yo, it's fixed. That being said, maybe Sayaka gave Jessica the wrong thing, saying it was a tables match, just to try and get an upper hand on Rinkah. Maybe that's what's going on here. Armbar locked in, Rinkah able to get out of it. Heavy shots to the dome of Sayaka Maizono. And reversing into a finisher, I'm sorry, a submission hold herself with a little bear hug. Double arm chop. Tried to turn her around, maybe for the backstabber. Has a signature and finisher on lock. Rinkah trying to fire herself back up. Ooh, hold on, tilt-a-whirl. Backstabber out of nowhere. This could be over quick. 1, 2. Resiliency is burned. Rinkah raises herself back up though. Sayaka's now got not an uphill battle. She's already burned resiliency on the powerhouse Rinkah. 1. Just a 1 count. Is that why she was Baldica Baldono? You know what? I think so. I think so. I have to imagine so. She's going for the choke slam. Connects. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. Early in the match. 1, 2. Kick out. No resiliency burn, but Rinkah does have 2 finishers on lock. If she hits both of those spears, it could be curtains for Maizono. Lifting Rinkah onto her shoulders. Ooh, turns it into a cutter. Nasty with it, calling for Rinkah to get up. Thinking about that backstabber. Didn't go for that backstabber. Instead, lifts Rinkah right back up. Hits that cutter again. Cutter's the specialty rather of Cassius. Bright. Oh, hold on. Okay, rolling senton. Off the ropes, moonsault. And goes for the pinfall. This late in the match. 1, 2. Rinkah kicks out. Rinkah kicks out at 2. Turns her around. Submission late in this brawl. No longer has adrenaline, but used the last of it to get the advantage there. Sayaka with the reversal. Goes underneath. Rinkah with an elbow shot. Was thinking about that spear, I think, for a second, but didn't have any... Spear! I was gonna say didn't have any juice left in the tank. Maybe ran out of stamina, that's one. That's two. Sayaka kicks out of the spear without resiliency. Kicks out of the spear without resiliency. Rinkah calls Sayaka to get back up to her feet again. And that wasn't the spear that I was expecting. It was some sort of tilt-a-whirl, kind of turning something. Rinkah pulling some moves out of her tank. Spear again! Rinkah fired up afterwards, crawls into the pinfall, used everything to try and burn resiliency on Maizono, and that is it. Two. Big clothesline. Maizono now reeling. She still has a finisher, though. Rinkah close to working up a signature. It's really who's going to hit that big move first. Lifting Maizono up. Can she get a reversal here? She does. Reverse DDT lands. She's calling for the backstabber. If she hits it, Yukiko's dreams of rematching for that championship could be out of bounds. Right into the backstabber. Ladies and gentlemen, Yukiko's dreams are up in... Rinkah kicks out at two. Sayaka off the ropes, drop kick. Almost has that signature. She does have that signature. She's able to hit it. Has Rinkah where she wants her into the ropes. Sends her flying. Goes for a pinfall afterwards saying, hey, falling flat on your back for one. For two. Another kick out. Sayaka visibly frustrated. Goes to the corner. Goes to the top rope. Saying, I know what's gonna put you away, calling Rinkah to get up. And it is... Okay, well, Sayaka, I don't know if you should go back to the top rope anymore. Rinkah uses that signature bar. Not sure if that was the wisest decision, considering Sayaka still has hers. Calling for Maizono to get up, unsure of what she's going for here. Lifted up again. Maizono, back first. And tossed center of the ring. Rinkah now going. We've seen Rinkah in matches with splashes before, but she's calling Maizono to get up. Probably thinking double axe. No, flying clubbing blow right to the temple of Maizono. Late in the fight. One, two. Maizono kicks out at two as well. Maizono, current champion, saying, I still got that. I still got that dog in me too. Rinkah able to get the advantage. Sayaka with the reversal into the ropes. Tried to go for a big move there. Whiffed it. But here we go. Turnabout into that splash. Into the pinfall. One. Two. Rinkah still kicks out. Kick to the back. Calling for the match. If she hits this backstabber, it's almost over. Not just the backstabber. Oh no, are Rinkah's feet in the rope? It is! She tried to go for the submission saying this could be all she wrote, but the feet were in the rope. She crawls up to the top rope. Twisting into the chest of Rinkah. Crawls into the pinfall. One, two, and she's done it. No rematch for Yukiko. Sayaka says this title stays out of the Flame Tribe. My gosh. Maybe some wonkiness for some shenanigans with the first part of the match, but Sayaka was still able to get the job done. Maybe it was mind games, but she's sure done it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get y'all your predictions out of the way. Maizono proves she's got what it takes. Sayaka did pull off the W. And what has been an all over the place AV rigged it for his waifu Sayaka. Oh my gosh, no I didn't. That mix up for the match threw me off. Well, you're gonna have to remember for your predictions. You never know. Sayaka was able to survive 2 spears. And a chokeslam. I'm not sure how she did it, but she's got heart. Went to the top rope to try and take Rinkah out, and she finally got the job done for 1, for 2, and for 3. He loves Navia. He loves her even more than Navia. Okay, no. I need y'all to quit it. Stop lying to the general public. Sayaka came out bald. But broke the bald curse. I was like, oh my gosh, are all the bald people gonna lose? Nah. Maizono carries on as our show carries on. There she is. Your all-star champion. And the stars. Go black as we continue. 2 more, count them, 2 more matches. I did not check to see what the stipulation was. Well, we'll hope that it's 1v1. Fingers crossed that it didn't change it. I've physically seen it change my match, so you know. We'll see. It is Yuri, Hina. AWE title match. Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large was not able to get the job done. Will the same be true for Yuri? And most importantly, is anyone gonna come out bold? We're about to find out, because these two are doing battle, and they're doing battle as the stars go. Black. I'm also going to eat, so I have to go early. Fare thee well, Gozu. We'll see how it all plays out. 2 minutes away from 3 hours. Well, we're about to be at 3 hours now. We'll see how this all plays out. But it is actually for the AWE Championship. I will bet my final bet, though. I wonder who Gozu bets for. And will he put the house on the line? Also, Yaoi, but it's actually Yuri. Oh, you love Yuri and also Yaoi. That is fair. Neo says, and Noah, now a match I'm watching very closely. Fair enough. Yuri has hair! Ladies and gentlemen, Yuri is not bald. That being said, Hina coming out as bald might be way more terrifying. Especially with her entrance, but we'll see. We will see. Yuri wants to, hey, this time last year, she finished her story and won the Tables Championship in May. This time, she wants to win the AWE Championship in May. Can she do it? We will see. She was not deleted of her clothes. You know, I'm just watching with bated breath, because who knows what this game is gonna cook up next. It has been a Rebellion Live. It sure has. And Yuri comes out in our semi-main to try and get the job done and pin Hina, who was just recently pinned by Neo. Neo had a nice match, a great match tonight earlier with Panette, one that actually didn't see any crazy bugs. Alright, Hina, you got clothes on? I see a floating lantern. That's even more worrying, I think. Yo, they keep cutting away before I can see it. She's irregular! Yes! And she is the AWE champion. Hina said, yo, if someone wanted to snatch my weave, if someone wanted to take my clothes, I would have murdered them. Whoever the thieves are, they're too afraid of Hina, which, you know what? Respectable. She is the AWE champion. She is a 3-time AWE champion match. You know, I saw that I put a J accidentally in match, and this night has been so full of bugs that I said to myself, you know, we'll just keep it there. Hina blows that thing out, sits in her chair, as she is the champion. Fair, exactly. And walks in the 3-time AWE champion, correct. Second to ever do it, if I recall correctly. No, she is the first AWE champion to ever do it. In terms of 3-time champions, though, Racket of Psalm did it first. In terms of people that just ever hold 3-time championships, she is the second one to do it. But for this specific title, she is the first. Just like Tartaros is the first for the Fight Forever Championship, which is admittedly even more impressive considering that title was only introduced last October. In the matter of just, what, a few months, he was able to win that championship 3 times. Earn his way to the title 3 times, but that is Tartaros. Tonight, it's Yuri and Hina, one-on-one. AWE champion stares. You can see the seriousness in her eyes, both eyes. One, a great shade of blue, the other one darkened by the repairman. Let's see it play out. Yuri focused, determined. Hina, as strong as ever. And it's on. Oh my gosh! Yuri pops Hina open immediately! She drove her elbow right into Hina's head and busts her open immediately! Yuri striking like we've never seen her before! And now trying to weaken, wear down Hina. My gosh. Big clothesline. Or I guess big body splash, actually, not a clothesline. Kick to the head by Yuri. Hina with the reversal, sending Yuri into the corner. Hina saying, did you really make me bleed my own blood 1 second into the match? Up onto the turnbuckle go. Oh, that's not a superplex. Wait. Oh no. I thought for a second Hina got ideas from earlier. I thought she was about to drop the head of Yuri onto that turnbuckle. Yuri realized it, saying, no. I gotta get out of this thing. My gosh. If it was a first blood match, it would have ended immediately. Yo, imagine if it was first blood. It's first blood. Ding, ding, ding. Bam. New champion. That would have been so funny. Sammy looks to break this up. Yuri sending Hina back into the corner. Open hand chop. Open hand chop, and one more for good measure. Hina refusing to be stunned, though. Drags herself to the bottom rope. Wise decision to try and catch her breath, but Yuri not allowing that to happen. A second shot, and if she hits a third, Hina not letting it happen either. Steps into the ring. Yuri uppercuts. Hina catches the arm. Knee of her own. Tried an uppercut of her own. Hold on. Hina stunned in this fight. Yuri can do whatever she wants. And if she wants to hit that signature, it could be all over before it even began. Elbow! Oh my gosh, did you see the elbow just drive itself all the way down the back of Hina, and another elbow right to the heart? Calls for Hina to get up. Running to the ropes, then jumping off the ropes. Tried to hit a cutter, but Hina said, no, you made me bleed my own blood. You're gonna suffer. Headbutt to the spine. Hina calling for her to get back up. Lifted up sideways. Classic slam. Doesn't even go for the pin afterwards. Hina said, oh, I've turned this whole thing around, and now it's time to show you what it really means to be a champion. Stomp to the back. And she's saying it's time to let me win. No! Yuri reverses to let her win, rather. And a cutter. Neckbreaker-esque. For 1. 2. Oh, nope, not 2. You gotta do it way better than that. That's just one. Hina with the reversal saying, oh no, now you gotta bleed. Hina sounded like Miku right now. Try to go for a shot to the throat. Yuri with the reversal, and now they're trading blows. And a shot by Hina. Right back by Yuri. Hina. Yuri. Hina. Yuri said one more time and does get one more time, but nobody's been able to block any of them, call a commentator's curse. Yuri was able to get 2 shots in a row. Wait a minute. Yuri has the advantage here. Turned around. Big chop. And now they're going at it. Head-to-head combat. Punches left and right. Yuri's the one stunned. No way. Off the ropes double axe. I thought for a minute she was going for that eclipse. That high dive. Dragging her over to the ropes. She may actually be thinking about it. Sends her to the ground. Hina might be going way back. Hina might be going way back to try and win this thing. She does! High dive by Hina. Dragging Yuri center of the ropes. And goes for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, she's gonna have to go deeper than that apparently. Yuri just kicked out without resiliency, and now there's adrenaline in her soul, and there's a climactic ending. 1, 2, and the same goes for Hina. Kicks out without resiliency. Turns her around. Knee strike right to the back of the head. Hina starting to feel the effects of this matchup. Both ladies still have a signature. A shot to the head. Hina trying to go off the ropes. But Sammy got in the way, and Vertebreaker looks like it's going to connect. Man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Hina just reversed the climactic ending, and now she's saying, you made me bleed, and now you're gonna let me win. Yuri does not have resiliency, but she's able to get out of it. Shot to the gut. And one more time. Hina's so close to being stunned. If Yuri's able to hit this move, she is stunned. Yuri's adrenaline almost worn down, almost completely out. And she's going to the top rope for something. She's got something in mind. Double axe. Right to the top of that bob. Calling for Hina to still get up. Hina's got her back turned. Now faces Yuri. She recalculates drop kick. And the foot went right directly onto the nose of Hina. She's already busted open. She's already bleeding her own blood. And she rolls out of the ring. Both competitors putting their all into this match as the Woken one. That is true. Yuri put her all in this match immediately. They both hit big-time maneuvers back-to-back. Hina went all the way back. Dug deep into her bag of tricks to hit that high dive. Yuri kicked out without resiliency and said, okay, no. It's going to take more than that, and I want to point out, with that one kick to the back of the knee, climactic ending has been regained. And this time, it's hit. Directly into the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out, and Hina burns resiliency. This could be Yuri's moment. But look at this, Hina able to step out of this a couple shots. One shot to the gut, adrenaline's gone, and Sister Abigail has opened her door. Hina crawls into the pinfall. Is this going to be resiliency right back? 1, 2, it's not. Because of that adrenaline. Yuri's still safe, and Yuri's still sane, Senton. Yuri gets out of there. Into the ropes, goes underneath again, and this time went for a belly-to-belly. Yuri able to get a couple shots onto the already busted open Hina, but Hina able to reverse out of the way and gets a couple shots right to the thigh of Yuri. And an uppercut right to the throat. Yuri catches the foot, dragon screw. Hina rolls out of the ring. Steps back onto the turnbuckle, I'm sorry, onto the apron, open-handed chop. Yuri knows she's one move away from getting, not resiliency, she's had resiliency, from getting that signature again. She's climbing up to the top rope. Very bad positioning. But she's calling for Hina to get up, saying, hey, I can get you there. Elbow right to the back of the head. Dragging Hina. Hina is in dire straits at this point. Sammy getting in the way. Hey, Sammy saying, no, Hina, you gotta be okay. Which is crazy. Buying Hina enough time to hit a reversal. Yo, Sammy really did say, yo, Hina, I got you, fam. And sleeper hold. Hina just desperately trying to put Yuri away. Yuri able to roll out of it quickly. Whips Hina backwards, tries to go onto the ropes. Ooh, rolled out of the way of that moonsault. Clothesline to the back. Looking at Yuri, wondering what she should do. The move that beat Gunther. Sammy's a Hina fan. Confirmed. Look at that side effect. By Yuri, calling Hina to get up, saying, hey, let's make this happen. Into the ropes. Goes underneath, goes over top, and this time, deep arm drag as well. Tried to kick her. Hina standing up tall. Yuri, however, still able to get the advantage. Alabama slam headbutt. Headbutting every single turnbuckle on the way down, but a cheeky pinfall, rolling her up, hooking the leg, 1, 2. Yo, I thought for a second she might have just stole it. I thought for a second she might have just stole it, but it's not thievery. If Sister Abigail comes home, which it might happen, no. Couple shots to the gut by Yuri. Yuri still has that climactic ending ready, and she's about to hit it. Bang, ladies and gentlemen, we might see Hina's downfall right here. That's 1, that's 2, and that's the new. XL couldn't get the job done, but Yuri finished the story. For a long time, people were saying, Yuri has what it takes to be at the top of this division. Ever so often, she's been in that position, but just fell short of claiming the goal. But with one climactic ending after another one, kicking out of Sister Abigail and the high dive, she made her moment hers. She made that moment hers, survived that. Adrenaline was in her soul. Sammy's gonna go backstage and cry. He was like, I did it for you, Hina. I tried to do it for you. And there, we thought she stole resiliency there, but it was not the case. And here it was, Hina was still holding her. You know what? It's also Yuri and her marksmanship with that elbow. At the very start of the match, she busted Hina open immediately. Hina had blood dripping down her face into her eyes the entirety of the match. She continued to lose blood the entirety of the match. And with that climactic ending, it was finally too much. Yuri kisses the belt. In a journey that's taken a long time to get here. Last May, she finished her story by becoming the AWE Tables Champion. Sammy, did you just walk to the polo? 2K is a functioning game. Yuri, however, in May again, the next year, ends the month and claims the AWE Championship, pinning an all-time great in Asahina. And that is the end of her story. Or perhaps it's just the beginning of another chapter. Yuri, congratulations. She got it done. XL couldn't, but I'm sure XL's still very happy for Yuri as we go on. She did it. Once again, I didn't check. I need to get used to checking what kind of match type it is until they release another update. But this is our main event. They did it once at Ticket to Paradise. They're about to do it again tonight. Let me clear out these predictions. It was Yuri who completed. She finished her story. Only 20% of you believed in Yuri, but it is Bright versus Iroh 2. That's a 3, but you know, I'll fix it. Is it Cassius? Is it the Uncle Taker? That is for you. Twitch, it's our main event. Cassius versus Iroh 2. It is for the All-Star Championship. 5 minutes on the clock on both, or not on both sides, you know, YouTube. You know. Cassius has had kind of a resurgence ever since losing that championship. And we'll talk about it as the stars go. Black. Sammy just looks sad. He really did go to the back to just cry. Yeah, we got a whole new referee out now. Sammy was like, I need a moment. It was me, AV. I believe in Yuri. That 20%. It made a difference, huh? And out first, let's talk about it. Papa Bright. As Jessica says, let me talk to you about this. Cassius Bald has been on a resurgence ever since he lost the championship. When Estelle was announced for that game, he lost to Eggman and then he lost to Iroh. But ever since fighting Golden, he said, I gotta take my mind off of this. Had an all-star match with Golden. Had a fantastic match with Rinkah. And then in a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match, he went all the way. He may have lost his hair to do it. He may have lost his clothes to do it. But he said, I'll get them all back. I'll grow my hair back. I'll get my clothes back. And I will beat Uncle Iroh in this second match. Yo. Reset? I can't reset. He's still gonna be bald and unclothed. Wonder if this is the true nature. Yes, we're now seeing the true nature of Cassius Bright. He put his clothes back on saying, hey, y'all, check out my abs. Iroh, please do not be bald. Do not be naked. Do not be naked, Uncle Iroh, please. I beg you, do not be naked. Oh, okay, great. Uncle Iroh lost to Kaito, the protege of Cassius Bright. Uncle Iroh said, your protege beat me, but you won't beat me. I know your tricks. I know what it takes to defeat you. You see the true nature of all things, so do I. Iroh versus Cassius for the second time. I was actually holding my breath for that. Okay, like we were all in the same position then. We were like, y'all think he's got clothes on? What a game, y'all. What a game. Hey, it's our main event. All-Star Championship is on the line. We just saw a world title change hands to a Yuri who finished the story. Tonight, it's Iroh versus Cassius. They're one-on-one. Mondo, who just lost that Fight Forever Championship to Tartaros, is probably watching backstage saying, I gotta, I guess, refocus. He might go after that Fight Forever Championship again, or maybe instead he'll say, you know what, maybe I should think about my future at AV Mania. Mondo has a 1v1 opportunity at AV Mania, and he could have to go up against Uncle Iroh, the Uncle Taker, or he could have to go up against Cassius Bright, or somebody in between, because, hey, we got one more big special. Scars and Stripes, a special edition of Inferno on July 4th or 5th. Championships will definitely be on the line then, and it will shape what AV Mania is going to look like. This is WWE 2K25. It has been a show. If Iroh was Nikki, that would have been truly scary. How much money was this game again? Hey, you know, they're patching it. It's just, you know, when they patch it, they, like, patch it, but, like, there's, like, a big hole, right? And they put, like, duct tape over it, but that duct tape has holes, so there's, like, new breaks in the seal, essentially, as these two go toe-to-toe. Immediately starting out with real grabs, Cassius Bright. One of the best at it. Before tonight's match that didn't happen, I believe he had the longest string of grabs of all time. That being said, he's going toe-to-toe with Uncle Iroh yet again. A rematch from Ticket to Paradise. In the earlier rematch from Ticket to Paradise that we saw the Repaired go toe-to-toe with Team Wall, which honestly probably turned into the match of the night. That being said, we'll see what these two are capable of. Ending off Rebellion Live. Cassius getting back into a corner. Uncle Iroh getting separated by whoever this referee is. Kick right to the arm and to the side of the head. Kind of draped himself over top of it. Carrying Cassius Bright. Cassius able to get out of it. Back of the knee on Uncle Iroh. Kick to the back of the knee in response by Uncle Iroh. Jeez Louise, and a big flying clothesline. Cassius getting rocked with a knee from the Jasmine Dragon. That's one. Hold on. Oh my gosh! Drops Iroh on his dome, then goes for a pinfall of his own. One, and it's again a kick out of one. These two guys have a lot left in the tank. Team Wall vs. Repair was not only match of the night, it inserted itself into the match of the year discussion. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And we've had a lot of match of the year discussions, and a lot of them are from 2K25, which means, you know, I have to kind of forgive all the bugs that have happened tonight. Roll up by Cassius Bright on Uncle Iroh. That's one. And it's just one. Not even really one. I don't think his hand came down all the way for one. As he's tearing away at Uncle Iroh, wearing down that head. Cassius Bright starting to feel it in his chest. But he's trying his darndest to keep the champion down to get his title back. Off the ropes, moonsault! Gets every drop of it. Crowd holding the sign saying the best are here. If that ain't the truth, big kick right to the chest. Paintbrush right across the pecs of Cassius Bright, and a couple shots right to the head as well. Into an armbar, trying to weaken every appendage of Cassius at this point. Cassius able to get out of it, and a couple shots of his own to Uncle Iroh. Hands. Ooh, reversal by Iroh it looks like into a powerbomb. Goodness gracious, when Iroh said, yeah, I know all your moves, he won't kidding. He was not kidding. Hold on a minute. On the shoulders of Cassius with a reversal. Couple shots to the head. And a super kick. Wait, that was a signature super kick. He got it out of nowhere. 1, 2. Iroh kicks out, no resiliency. Plucked the leg right into the bracer hold. Cassius hitting his best moves back to back to back on Uncle Iroh, hoping to burn resiliency on the champion, but to no avail again. Super kick directly into the bracer hold. And now Iroh saying, alright, enough of that. Big combinations, big kicks, 2 to the leg, 2 to the chest, and then whips him down onto the ground. Iroh taking off the turnbuckle there. Oh my gosh, Iroh taking off the turnbuckle is kind of crazy. Iroh doing whatever he can. Oh my gosh, kick to the gut. And we've seen him do this a dozen times. Into the pinfall. Referee there for 1, for 2. No, 1, not 2. 1, not 2. Iroh thinking firebomb. But Cassius with a reversal directly into the DDT. Directly into the DDT. Dragging Iroh towards the corner. Can he get him there? He does get the champion to the corner. Big punch. Cassius turns him around. Shot to the back as well. Draping across the back as well. And what is he doing here? Tornado DDT to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. Iroh does not have resiliency. 1, 2. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he made that happen? Tried to go for a moonsault off the ropes again. Iroh once again said, I know all your tricks. I know every move you got. Iroh climbs to the top, but you don't know the half of what I can do. Calls for Cassius to get up. Can he make that dive? Ooh, big splash. Jasmine Dragon essentially trying to break Cassius in two. Now wearing down the arms as well. Cassius trying to turn that into a pinfall. Iroh not getting the shoulders down. Has to use his fist instead. Big chop. Heavy hands. And ooh. Suplex. Center of the ring. He's thinking. Calls for Iroh to get up. And a super kick to the knee, and a super kick to the chin as well. Cassius is firing on all cylinders. Hold on a minute. 1, 2. Yo, still no resiliency from our champion, Uncle Iroh. Wait. Oh my gosh, directly into the moonsault. The quickness of Cassius Bright. Yo, every time we see Cassius Bright, he's got something different in his arsenal. He said, you don't know all of my moves, Uncle Iroh. He ran up there and said, no hesitation moonsault. Usually we see people take their time to climb up. He sprung up to the top rope. The agility. That's the upper hand he has. Oh, Iroh reversed into the steel steps. Here's the thing. Cassius, you got to get him back into the ring. We're already kind of 3, 4, 3. He's got time. And Iroh's got time to get up. Cassius, I think, realizing that, kind of just jumping around, thinking about what he should do. Elbow, maybe even a leg drop. We're at kind of 6, but a kick to the head of Cassius Bright. Oh no. Oh no. Count of 7. He's gonna let Cassius get counted out. Wait, is he? Cassius, you gotta come too. Cassius, you gotta come too. And hold on a minute, referee. Hold on a second, referee. He got back in there. He was in the ring, ref. Hold on a second. No. He was there. Mans was in the ring. Uncle Iroh with a count-out victory. Cassius was back in the ring, but the referee still hit 10. Wait, he was in the ring? Yeah, everybody's saying, hold on a minute, Cassius Bright was in the ring. Look. He called it there. Cassius's foot was in the ring. Mans was in the ring. Referee, we do gotta fire that ref. Uncle Iroh walks out of this one as champion, but not without controversy. Half of him was in the ring, that's true. But let's be real, any self-respecting referee would have just been like, alright, he's in. I like to imagine Iroh knew he was in and was confused about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, there were parts of him in and maybe not the majority, but that's a bad call. Yeah, the whole world agreeing that referee should be fired. Cassius deserves a rematch after that. We'll have to make that official. I think we have to make that official. I think Cassius is going to want to make that official. And at this point, hey, Iroh might even want to make that official. But that is what we have for right now. Uncle Iroh wins, kind of by count out. A very screwy count out. And kind of like the rematch that we had here, We might have to make sure the last time that these two go toe-to-toe, there are no countouts. There is a decisive victor. But that's how we go. Fascinating. Interesting. That was our main event. Let's talk about it, though. Cassius Bright was not pinned, did not tap. In fact, I would say towards the end of that fight, he had the upper hand. He had the upper hand. That being said, we continue onward. Yuri finished her story in, I won't say completely dominant fashion. Yuri got off two, I'm sorry, Hina got off two fantastic finishers, got off signatures. Yuri just would not give up. Sayaka, after a rematch, because the game did its thing, was able to put Rinkah away with a fantastic top rope maneuver. Tartaros took the title back from Mondo, saying, "This is mine and it never should have left my hands." We had 3 stages of hell. Iroh was put in an ambulance. Iroh, goodness gracious, we don't talk about last man standing anymore, but Iroh would not stay down. But Iroh did get their moment. Got the best of this demon, outlasted this demon inside of Hell in a Cell. But in 3 stages of hell, the demon still won, let's be real. Neo and Panette had a fantastic back and forth, but Neo at the very end kept going, hit a neck breaker on a chair, and from there, Panette was knocked senseless, and Neo was able to overcome. This match was fantastic. This match was incredible. I wouldn't mind these two running it back again, I'm gonna be real with you, but the champions retained. There was a decisive victor, and lastly, this was a fun match. XL had it all throughout the beginning, and then that dastardly cameraman employed by March came back out again. Blinded XL, and from there, March was able to pick up the victory in a dojo match. That was our show. Let's look at our news real quick. Yuri's champion. Tartaros is champion. That sound like a W to me. That sound like a W to me. Yeah, the Aswang is injured, baby. And Iroh is not injured. Let's go, Iroh. Hey, let's go, Iroh. Okay, you know what? Give Iroh their flowers. Iroh walked out saying, "Hey, I might be a little concussed, but you injured." Skull injured. Panette took... What? Well, this didn't happen today. Oh, this was last week. Okay, never mind. This is fine. This makes sense. I was like, none of this happened. It's just not separated properly, which is fine. Which is okay. Whew. Okay. Iroh, I don't know how you're not injured. Iroh, I'm not sure how you're not injured, but you know what? The best of luck. The best of everything to you. We will go to the next show, which should actually be Inferno. It is. And that is the truth, because there is no Rebellion this Sunday. We need a break from Rebellion until next Sunday, because I'll tell you what, this is a show. Let's see what Inferno would have been. Well, we know this probably isn't gonna happen. I'll be real, we're probably gonna start with Cassius Bright versus Uncle Iroh. It's probably gonna be no count out, pinfall, or submission victory. Because I think we all felt robbed. I think we all saw, okay, they're cooking, and then the referee made the dumbest decision of their lives. And I'm gonna make sure Clyde is calling that match, because I trust Clyde to get the match done. I trust Clyde. That other referee, I don't know who that is. He's about to not be employed in this company anymore, not for nothing. But I digress. Oh yeah, the deity, Miku. Alright, well. Miku did have a big victory recently. Can we put them in a cell? I mean, we could. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna talk to the both of them. I think it was just a terrible referee call. And we will, you know what? I'ma find that referee, and I'm not gonna fire him. Might do something worse. We might put him in a match. King DDD and Makoto versus Cassius and Golden. Well, Cassius will be busy. I don't know, maybe Golden will do something. Gin versus Akechi. Isn't he dead? Whatever. They do have history. So I will say, you know what, that's not a bad idea. Marin's still out of action. But that would be a fun fight, I suppose. Mondo versus Robbie Rotten, baby. March 7th versus Klee. And our main event. The match that everyone's been looking forward to for years. And the match that will be the greatest match of this year. Alright, well, I lied. I don't know why Amon keeps showing up here, though. That continues to scare me. He just keeps, like, lingering in the background. I don't love that. Because I don't want Amon here. I really don't. If Amon shows up, I might want myself a little bit, but that does bring me to, first let's check out the roster. It's not a new week, so I don't think the power rankings have changed. Camilla, yeah, the power rankings definitely haven't changed. We still have, the mothers at the top of the list, but you know, it is what it is. Let me take a step back, because that main event did go one thing right, as the stars go. Black. Lamau, yeah, crazy. It did get one thing right. Shin, Shin next week is going to be, coming to the ring to call out the person who supposedly put Gonta into Onyx's game. He says he has a hunch, and he's about 95% sure it's right. And I'll be real, that game confuses me so bad. I feel like we need as much information as possible. That I said, hey, if you know and you want to bring it out to the public, go out there. Go out there and suss them out, and we'll all be listening with bated breath. So that will be happening next week. Officially, we'll also have the Flame Tribe versus Futaba and Chi-Chi Tag Team Championship action. And after tonight, I didn't expect for there to be an All-Star Championship match, but I think we will kick off the show how we ended this one, except there will be a decisive winner. We will get our trilogy of matches. And that's gotta be the last one. It'll be a good game, a very good game. Splendid. Hey, y'all ever want to beat somebody with your lemonade Tupperware, but you just haven't had a chance to? I would love to just be like, hey, Splendid, how you doing? And I'd be like, hey, you deserve that. And you know what? I fill it with rocks, not lemonade. For those who are confused about lemonade Tupperware, I'm not gonna explain it. I ordered Chinese and that's what they gave me, and I was honestly very pleased. I'm gonna keep using it. Man, you might see me drink something out of this in the next something. A rematch between Cassius and Uncle Iroh, I feel like that's a wonderful idea after the night. Oh no, it has to happen. It has to happen. I'm not sure what the stipulation is going to be, but it needs a stip. Especially for a third match for the championship between those two. Cassius, I think a lot of us believe that Cassius is on the route to getting that victory tonight, but at the end of the day, the referee made a bad call. I'll have Clyde in that match, making sure things go down the way that they're supposed to. There will likely be no countouts, and there's gonna be a decisive victor. So stay tuned. Inferno will kick off with an AWE All-Star Championship match, and it will not be Last Man Standing. Sonic Gaming, I'm about to ban you. Anyone who suggests Last Man Standing, I'm about to make Last Man Standing as a phrase, blocked words on this channel. Anywho, this has been 3 hours and 41 minutes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go fill this thing up with something. I'm taking off though. Ladies and gentlemen, Toodaloo, well not Toodaloo Flight Crew here. Before we go, just be sure to do good things. Don't start any games that could be murderous, and I will see you guys next time. Remember the submissions for the Rebellion. I'm sorry, not Rebellion. AWE OC Revolution July 25 are open. Pride Month starts Sunday, so get excited for that as well. Maybe we'll dye some of the ring ropes like it. I'm not sure how Rainbow would work with ring ropes. I'll see what I can do. There will be some rainbow somewhere throughout June, but for right now, I'm gonna take off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Next Friday, we're back at Inferno, and hopefully they work some bugs out, because if they don't, I'm gonna beat Splendid with some lemonade Tupperware, and everyone will cheer, and I will too. Goodbye, fare thee well, Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching this buggy mess that was Rebellion Live, as the stars for the final time go black.
Back in the days when we were just kids.